how are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Kee and we are live for another day of football. We've had a great start to the Championship last night. A surprising result with Birmingham getting, I think, hard done by, to be honest, at home to Ipswich. That late penalty. Was it a penalty? It wasn't a penalty. Let's be honest. It wasn't a penalty. It was never a penalty. It was a shocking decision. But, you know, the ref gives it and it kind of ruins the opening weekend for Birmingham fans. But a great spectacle, if nothing else. It was a pretty dull game. But, listen, I have every faith that these games are going to be even better, right? So we've got 3 games coming up today. We're going to be watching them back to back. I hope you're going to stay with me for at least some of them anyway. Southampton at home to newly promoted Wrexham. Southampton getting relegated last season from the Premier League. They have got big expectations to go straight back up. No Tyler Diblin for them today. No, obviously his expectation is that he might end up moving to Everton. So he's been left out of the squad today. So Southampton's biggest asset not in the team. So Saints against Wrexham today at 12:30 kickoff. So we're just coming up to about an hour to kick off. At 3 o'clock, I am going to be watching West Brom against Blackburn. 2 teams who, if I'm honest, both have every chance of making the playoffs. They were very, very close to making the playoffs last season. So we're going to do West Brom against Blackburn at 3 o'clock. And then at 5:30, it's the replay of last season's Championship playoff semi-final, Sheffield United against Bristol City. So we're going to be watching those 3 games coming up. And I'm really, really excited to see how we get on. Mr. C, are you not watching Everton Roma at 3 instead? Am I shite? You must be kidding me. You must be kidding me. Watching what? Friendlies over the Championship? Not a chance, sunshine. No chance. Absolutely not. Not interested at all in friendlies. I'm not even going to speak about friendlies now. Friendlies are done. The season started. Anyone still playing friendlies? I couldn't give a monkeys. We're not watching friendlies. No chance. Proper competitive football. That is what it's about now. That's what we're watching. And I'm watching it across multiple leagues. So there's no way I'm going to be covering bloody Manchester United in friendlies and Everton in friendlies. No chance. No chance. Ollie Marley, what 3 PM game would you watch if not West Brom Blackburn? Probably Stoke and Derby. That would have been the next one, you know. Mr. C, not Prem teams though, to be fair. No, I know. And be honest, mate, the channel's called Premier League Dad, but we watch everyone. Absolutely everyone. La Liga, Championship, League 1, League 2, Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, everyone. So I'm going to be watching everything this season, and the Premier League is just one league that we'll be covering. D. Nichols, predictions for Halifax against Braintree. Ooh, I fancy Braintree to get something there. D. Nichols, National League starts today. Yes, National League is live on DAZN as well, all kicking off today. So I was gonna watch a couple of National League games, but instead I'm gonna prioritise the Championship anyway. Mr. C, I only watched Championship when Leeds were there. I'll watch. If it's being played on grass, I'll watch it. I love watching football, so I'll watch anything. D. Nickel, watch Southend against Gateshead. Well, I've already planned out today's fixtures, so they're already on. They're already on YouTube. I've already prepared them. I've already put them on. So yeah, no, I can't change. I can't deviate from the schedule at this moment. I've got to stick with the 3 that we've picked because there's already people who've stuck the notification bells on. They're already ready, waiting for us to watch those games. So I can't deviate now from the ones that we've picked, which are obviously Southampton, Wrexham now, West Brom against Blackburn at 3, and then at 5:30 Sheffield United against Bristol City. Michael, do you think Wrexham can get a result? Absolutely they can get a result. I don't think they will, but I think they can get a result for sure. Yeah, they can get a result. Larry, I want Southampton to win. Michael says Wrexham will get mid-table this season. Larry, I'm a Birmingham City FC fan, but I like Southampton FC too. Disappointing last night, wasn't it, Larry? Birmingham, last minute. Alfie, up the Owls. Up the Owls. Listen, I'm rooting for Sheffield Wednesday this season to sort out the ownership situation. I've got a Wednesday shirt, funnily enough. I was going to wear my Wednesday shirt. Whenever Wednesday are on this season, I was going to wear my Wednesday away shirt. I've got the... it's the black... Do you remember the Sanderson? Like late 90s, I think it was. Mid to late 90s. Black away kit, Sanderson, gold stripes. Very nice away kit. I've got that. So I was going to wear that whenever Sheffield Wednesday are on this season. Mr. C, guarantee Southampton lose today. Fingers crossed anyway with them holding Dibbling hostage. They're not holding Dibbling hostage. Listen, they've got every right to hang on to him because with Dibbling, his value never ever goes... Really, if I'm dead honest, his value never really drops below what it is now. They've got a £40 million offer on the table from Everton. Even if they keep him for another year, his value's never really dropping much below that. Like, he'll be absolutely fine next year. So they can sell him in a year's time, and it might mean that they get up to the Premier League. Alfie, Wednesday getting Antonio, Hadji, Vardy, Ben Mee, and another centre-back. That kit is lovely. That kit is brilliant. Yeah, I like that kit. Mr. C, he's told them he wants to go. That's why he's not in the team or training. And listen, that's fair enough. That is absolutely fair enough. The manager is going to separate him from the squad. I understand all that. That's fine. So I've no problem at all with them doing that. But it's quite different in that, think of how young he is. His valuation doesn't drop in the way it would if he was, say, 26, 27. Once you get to that level, it's a little bit different. When you're an 18, 19-year-old, as he is, his value's always climbing. Always climbing. IDK, I'm a Liverpool fan. I hate Newcastle. Why'd you hate Newcastle? Larry, is Aaron Ramsdale too good of a player for the Championship? Yes. Yeah, I think so. Aaron Ramsdale's a decent keeper. He's not brilliant, but he's a decent keeper, isn't he? He's a decent keeper. Certainly, I would say too good for the Championship, but he's only ever really a bottom half Premier League goalkeeper. I don't know why. Mr. C says Isak, I'm guessing, is the reason why IDK hates Newcastle. I don't know why you would hate Newcastle as a Liverpool fan. Really don't understand it, to be honest. Mike, what did you think of Birmingham Ipswich game last night? We watched it, mate. Yeah, Mike, we watched along. We did the watch along of it, and I thought the referee absolutely did you lads up like a kipper. Absolutely killed you. The Kyogo goal, I didn't think that was disallowed. Or I didn't think it should have been disallowed. I didn't think it was a shove in the back at all. So I thought they got away with that one. Ipswich. And then, obviously Birmingham take the lead. I think you were full value for the lead. It was a pretty turgid game to watch, but then again, there's no reason why Birmingham can't make St Andrews a difficult place to go. They end up getting in front. Jay Stansfield with a great finish. Again, Kyogo with a lovely little dink over the keeper. Good movement from him again. And then, the penalty. I just don't think you can give that as a referee. I don't think Lyndon Dykes knows where the ball is. He's nowhere... yes, you could say his hand's up in the air and what. I get fine, okay. But it's gone over his head. It's gone over his head. He's falling backwards and the header, someone heads it behind him, and I don't like that given. I don't want to see that given. But hey, that's football, right? Sophia, do you like Fulham? I don't mind Fulham. I like Marco Silva a lot. I'm a little bit surprised at what Fulham have done this season. Yeah, a little bit surprised at what Fulham have done this season. Not really signed anyone, have you, to be honest? Steve, no chance of Wrexham going up. Well, we've got a poll on at the moment on our YouTube channel. If you do want to go and vote in it, What realistic expectation can newly promoted Wrexham set for this upcoming Championship season? Is it safety? Is it mid-table? Is it the playoffs, or is it maybe even pushing for the title? Because there's all sorts of claims coming from different parts of the Wrexham fan base, and also from, let's be honest, from other parts of the Championship. Can Wrexham come up and go back to back, as many other teams have done? Who knows? So there's always that claim, I guess, and that's why it's there. But go and vote in the poll, Premier League Dad. Let me know what you think. Ollie Marley, predictions for this game. I think it's going to be a draw. I don't want to sit on the fence too much, but I think Southampton, the expectation is with them. But I look at the starting lineup and I don't think they're blessed. I don't think they're blessed. That starting lineup is not a starting lineup that makes me think they are going to be flying back up into the Premier League. There's a lot of experience there with the likes of Armstrong and Fraser and Flynn Downs, and they've got some players in there that can. They'll be decent Championship players, but I don't look at them and think they're gonna have a real go, a real assault on this league title. They need some more, Southampton. So I think I'm going to go for a draw. I think 1-1. 1-1. The young dartsist. If the Glasgow clubs were in the English leagues, what ones would they be in? Championship. Yeah. I think you could maybe make a case that Rangers, Celtic, possibly even Hibs, the way they played the other night. No, Hibs I think would be a Championship side. Rangers and Celtic, you could make a case that they would be in the top flight. But only just. They wouldn't be like a top flight. They're saying that, again, if you put Celtic and Rangers in the Premier League, with Premier League money coming in, I think in 5 to 10 years, they probably would be in and around the top 6. Because they're massive, massive clubs. Wendy, Tottenham are interested in James McAtee. You're on about Jason McAtee. James McAtee from Man City. Deal to be announced. Yeah, James McAtee is not a bad signing for Spurs. JD25, are you going to watch Man United? No, I'm not, mate. No, I'm not watching friendlies. I am watching only competitive football. So I'm only interested in watching the Championship today. So it's the Championship opening weekend. So I'm doing 3 games back-to-back in the Championship. Absolutely no chance I'm watching Man United. It's crap. Absolute crap. Jake, how's it going, Jake? Good to see you. Larry, I think it'll be 2-0 this game to Southampton. What do you guys think? Ollie, Larry, what do you think? The guys in the chat, what are you saying for this one? Logan07, any Middlesbrough? Any Middlesbrough what? Thank you for the gift, Jake. Appreciated, mate. Rangers and Celtic probably finish top 10, but only just, says the young artist. I don't think this current iteration, this version of Rangers and Celtic finishes in the top 10. They'd probably be lower. Maybe they'd be bottom half. Callum thinks Southampton win 4-0. 4-0? Bloody hell. Jake thinks 1-0. And the young artist thinks 1-1. Yeah, I've gone 1-1 for this one. Slavia, hello my friend, how are you? Good to see you. There's been plenty of things happen over the last 24 to 48 hours, haven't there, to be fair, in the world of football. It feels like everything's kind of going a little bit skew-whiff. Man United are playing Fiorentina. Man United have signed Sesko. That's been completed today. Eddie Howe has said that Alexander Isak cannot be held against his will, and that it won't be resolved in time for him to play against Aston Villa. So, in other words, Isak is not going to play on the opening day. Newcastle can't keep Isak against his will. They'd love to welcome him back, but they can't keep him against his will. So that's the news from Alexander Isak. Birmingham City have had a complaint lodged against them by Ipswich Town after last night's game. They have complained after the fan that jumped over the advertising hoardings and attacked, I think it was Connor Chaplin, wasn't it? Attacked Connor Chaplin. Bad stuff. Don't want to see that. Birmingham, listen, I like Birmingham as a club, but they have got fans that have jumped hoardings and attacked players before. We've seen that from them before at St Andrews, so maybe another lesson to be learned here. KAMC, surely most of the Saints players must be on the way out. If not, it's weird that he benched some of them boys. Well, let's have a look at the lineup, actually. Let's talk through the lineup. Or lineups, rather. Let's go through the lineups of both teams and we can cover them off. So, Southampton against Wrexham. Lineups are as follows. I'll put them up on the screen on YouTube if you want to talk through them. So, it's Bazunu in goal. It's Edwards, Kwasi, Stevens, Sugawara and Wellington at the back. It's midfield of Charles, Downs, and then it's Fraser, Armstrong and Robinson up front. For Wrexham, it's Danny Ward in goal, ex-Liverpool goalkeeper Danny Ward. It's Liberato, Casas, Connor Cody starts as well. Josh Windass and Kiefer Moore up front. Sorry, I got excited then. Barnett, Brunt, Cleworth, Dobson, James and O'Brien also complete the lineup. But Kiefer Moore and Josh Windass starting up front. I don't know why he's left Fernandez on the bench. Why has he left Fernandez on the bench? Why has he left Nathan Wood on the bench? And Brereton Diaz, Cameron Archer. There's a lot of players there for Southampton. I'm really surprised why they've left him out. Interesting. Jake, it's also been reported, Key, he's getting sold. Until he gets his head around it, he won't train or play. He's not getting sold. No, it's not. It's only Luke Edwards who said that. It's only Luke, the only person who has reported that Isak is not getting sold is Luke Edwards at the Telegraph. And Luke Edwards at the Telegraph literally said Newcastle are still in for James Trafford, and then 10 minutes later, Fabrizio Romano said, here we go, James Trafford to Manchester City. Luke Edwards at the Telegraph has got loads, and not even just loads wrong. Everything wrong. Everything wrong this summer. If you believe what Luke Edwards has said this morning about Newcastle refusing to sell Alexander Isak, I've got some magic beans for you for sale. That's how I would look at it. I've got some magic beans for sale. If you believe what Luke Edwards put in the Telegraph this morning, you're in the Great Egyptian River. Denial. KAMC, Fraser over Diaz is mental and no Archer or Wood at the back and all. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking just looking at the bench. It's mad, isn't it? KAMC, I think he must be on the way out or he's making a statement. It could be. Will Still is maybe the sort of manager who would drop players on principle. He's done that before, hasn't he? He's been known to ruffle feathers as a manager. KAMC, he's the type of reporter that throws shite at the wall and hopes it sticks. That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Jake, I don't believe it, Key, but I don't believe what you said either. What I said about what? I've not said anything. I've not made any assertions. There's only him who's made an assertion. He's wrong every time. He's saying he's not for sale. And what I'm saying is what Eddie Howe said last night. Eddie Howe's statement himself from his own mouth, verbatim, was Newcastle are not in a position to just keep Isak if he doesn't want to be there. That is Eddie Howe's words last night. He also said last night that it's not going to be resolved overnight. We'd obviously love to have him back, but he's not going to be in the side for the Villa game. He is fit. He's absolutely fit. There's no issues with fitness at all. He also said that as well. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. He's confirmed everything. he's confirmed everything, Eddie Howe, and then Luke Edwards at the Telegraph has come out and basically thrown himself under a bus by denying everything that Eddie Howe said himself. Apparently Luke Edwards at the Telegraph knows better. Callum says Southampton are going to dominate the Championship this season. Larry, I'm sticking with Southampton. I'm hoping they win. Larry, that's not good by our fan. I think if you're going to a game, don't pitch invade unless you win something, and don't hurt players because they helped to win a trophy. So yeah, I think that's it, innit? You don't want your players ever to invade the pitch, unless it's for a really positive reason, and there's, it's safe and all that sort of thing. But yeah, when I saw that happen last night, the first thing that jumped to my memory was when Jack Grealish obviously got attacked by the fan. But you can't tar all Birmingham fans with that brush just because a couple of them get a couple of bad eggs. Chimey, let's go Wrexham. Larry, Qatar Airways PSG kits. Well, this one's the Opal kit from 2000. Emiliano, guten Tag, Emiliano, how are you doing? Larry, FC 26 Birmingham City will be a good team as we have loads of new signings like Dux and Doyle. Richard Houston, good to see you, Richard. Looked at both teams on paper, they don't look strong. Armstrong half decent at this level, to be fair. Do you know what people forget? Adam Armstrong scored as much in the Championship as Victor Gyökeres did a couple of years ago. Adam Armstrong is as good at this level as Victor Gyökeres. So, for me, we need to contextualise Gyökeres' performances in the Championship. Gav, how's it going? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you back. How did you feel about Chelsea's performance yesterday, Gav? Larry, how do you like the new Birmingham City kit? I like it, yeah, blue with the gold piping. It's different. I like it. Jake, it could mean both. Key is what I'm saying. You're doing the same as Luke, assuming. No, I'm not. I'm not assuming. I'm reading what Eddie Howe said. I'm taking what Eddie Howe has said at pretty much face value. Face value. I mean, he's come out and they've asked him, could you just put your feet in the ground and say you're not going? And Eddie Howe's gone, well, no, not really. We haven't really got that as an option as a club. He knows. He knows. I think Eddie Howe knows that's not an option whatsoever. Gav's highlights. How do you think Wrexham will actually get on in the Championship? For me, I think they'll be safe. And I think they'll probably be lower mid-table. So maybe somewhere in between option 1 and 2. I don't necessarily think they're mid-table and they're comfortable, but I think they'll do enough to get out of relegation. They won't be in danger going into the last couple of months, or at least I hope not. Richard Ward is one of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen. I'm a Leicester fan. Well, listen, I'm a Liverpool fan. Richard, I'm a Liverpool fan. We got 12 million quid off you for him. I still don't really know how, but yeah, he wasn't brilliant, Danny Ward. Larry, Eddie Howe is not having a good transfer window. Gav's highlights. Another good win for Chelsea. Another Pedro goal. That's 4 goals for him in 3 games. Esteval was quite good, so I hear as well. Chimey, come on Wrexham, Coventry and Watford. Watford away at Charlton today. Is that who you've backed, Chimey? Watford away at Charlton. That's a brave move. I'll tell you mine. I'll cover... In fact, let me talk you through my tips for today. I'll talk you through my tips for today. If you want to get my tips for today, then stick around. I'll go over them in a second. Tommy, good to see you, Tommy. Billy Wotton, I'm so pissed off with the equaliser from last night. Oh, Billy. Oh, I felt for you, mate. I really felt for you. That was never a penalty. I don't think Lyndon Dykes should be getting given a penalty, and I still think the Kyogo goal, the first one, should have stood. John Hasty, all the way from Australia. Let's see Wrexham continue to reach for the stars, give Southampton a bit of a touch-up and set the tone for the year. John, g'day, mate. Lovely to see you. Great to have an Aussie in. Or someone in Australia. Maybe you're not an Aussie. Maybe you're a Pom. One of my family members is over there at the minute, so maybe you're a Pom like us. Larry, Burnley or Lazio? Burnley or Lazio? That's an odd question. I mean, I've got a Lazio kit behind me. Here. There. Lazio. The old Lazio kit. Tommy, hi, do you remember me from the Dundee United game? Of course I do, mate. Yes. I do. Callum, PS, Kee's tips are always wrong. Just look at last season. That is an absolute outrageous lie. My tips are frequently wrong, but sometimes right. Imagine Wrexham in the Premier League, says Sam. Dale, hello Dale, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Key, afternoon, pal. Good to see you, Key. Right. Gav, he was class also. We had a youngster play yesterday and he looks like he's a clone of Caicedo. He was class. Who's that? What's his name? Is that Asugo? Is that the young lad from Sporting, Asugo? If so, very, very good player. Yeah, very good player. Larry, Burnley have a game against Lazio today at 3 p.m. Well, they've got Loom Chauna, who they've just signed from Lazio, funnily enough. One of Burnley's big signings is Chauna. John Hasty, not upon my friend. Blue-eyed, blonde-haired Aussie. Mad as a cut snake and wishing the Wrexham lads all the best. Well, very, very good to have you, John. That's the first time I've heard that expression, mad as a cut snake. It sounds like a very Aussie expression. I'm going to try and use that now. You've sent that all the way across the water to me. I'm going to use that in an expression at some point today. And people will probably look at me like I've got 3 heads. Billy, they've no chance of getting in the Prem, says Wrexham. Right, let me go through today's Championship, League 1 and League 2 games. I'll give you my tips, right? If you want them, you can have them. But these are my should we do 10? I'll do my top 10 tips. Keys top 10 tips. Keys top 10 tips. Hey, that could be a regular segment. You're about to see the first time we're going to do it. But Keys top 10 tips for this weekend's Championship, League 1 and League 2 games. So, I have gone with first up, I've gone Borough at home to Swansea. But I always do double chance. Because you can never be told. I never, ever, ever do outright winners. Never. Never, ever, ever. Because there's always such a variable. If you want to do outright winners, then fine. But I always do double chance. So you can get decent odds on all of these on double chance. So I've gone Borough at home to Swansea. I've gone Stoke at home to Derby. There's 2. I've gone Leyton Orient at home to Wigan. 3. I've gone QPR at home to Preston. I have gone Walsall away at Gillingham. I've gone Barrow at home to Milton Keynes Dons. I've gone Bradford away at Northampton. I've gone Portsmouth or Reading. Portsmouth. Oh no, that's midweek. That's midweek. Come on, Kieran, sort yourself out. I'm trying to find the others that I've done because I'm now moving into like midweek games. I've backed Coventry at home to Hull. But I don't really want to count that because that one's like a really obvious one. And I've backed Sheffield United against Bristol City tonight. Oh, Huddersfield away at Reading. Huddersfield away at Reading. And Crewe at home to Accrington Stanley. There you go. There's my 10. Wim, today's Bruges derby. Club Bruges against Cercle Bruges. Yes, I know, yeah, I've got that one as well. Dale, what about DCL? Newcastle could go for him. Listen, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I still do think there's a very, very good chance that he ends up at Newcastle. There's links with Sunderland, I think, yesterday. Sorry, I've just realised I've not even put the bloody chat window on. I apologise. Let me get the chat window up on... There you go. There you go. Sorry. Billy, are you doing Norwich versus Millwall? No, I'm not doing Norwich versus Millwall. I am doing West Brom against Blackburn. That's the 3 o'clock kickoff that I'm doing. Key, obviously you'll be watching Liverpool tomorrow, but what other games will you be watching? So tomorrow, I have gone for... Tomorrow. We've got Liverpool v Palace. I don't think there's any other games that I've put on tomorrow, which is unusual for a Sunday. I can't believe I've only put one on. What games are on tomorrow? What am I missing? Sunday. What could we do? Liverpool Palace is 3 o'clock. So what games should we watch? We could watch Aberdeen Celtic. No, I'm not watching a game before Liverpool Palace because I'm going to do a big build-up to it. So I'm going to do like a 1:30 start for Liverpool Palace. So we'll do that one as a big start. After Liverpool Palace finishes, so that'll be 3, 3:45, 4, 4:45, maybe 5 o'clock, potentially 5:30 with penalties if it goes that far. Then we need a game after 5:30. And what games are on after 5:30 tomorrow? St Pat's against Sligo, League of Ireland. Not sure about that. Villarreal against Aston Villa in a friendly. No. We could watch Braga in the Liga Portugal, Primeira Liga. Braga against Tondela. No, I don't fancy that. That's an 8:30 kickoff. They'll be finishing about 10:30, 11:15 then. So I'm going to leave it. I am only going to do one game tomorrow. Which is a bit weird. Because usually on a Saturday and a Sunday, I'm doing 3 and 4 games a day. I feel like I'm wasting a day a little bit there. Especially if Liverpool get beat in the Community Shield. I'll feel like it's a right bummer of a day. Gav's highlights. Jackson has been linked to Newcastle for 65 million and so have Spurs now. Do we think Spurs sign a replacement for Maddison? Billy Walton, Newcastle versus Villa. We'll be doing Newcastle and Villa next week. Yeah, well, it's Villa Newcastle, isn't it? It's at Villa Park. We'll be doing that next weekend. That's next Saturday. B. McCarran, I've been busy. Sorry, I've not been on. It's not good enough, mate. It's not good enough. I'm only kidding. It's good to have you back, always. Always good to have you in. Right, should we get... Let's get the lineups up, actually, now on the screen, because for a second there, they flashed up and then they've just not... Yeah, there you go. Let's put them up on the screen. So these are today's lineups for Southampton against Wrexham. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. I'm going to put it up on the screen now on YouTube if you're watching along. You can see the players that we'll be watching today. Gav's highlights. If Liverpool lose, mate, you won't want to. Lol, you'll be in hiding. Yeah, well, I wish I could say, oh, it's only a Community Shield, it's only a friendly, but it really isn't, is it? Let's be honest. So yeah, Southampton, it's Bazunu in goal, Wellington, Stevens, Edwards and Sugawara at the back. It's Fraser, Charles, Downs, Quasi, Robinson and Armstrong. Quasi's on the left wing on that one, but he's really not. Fraser's further forward. And then it's Wrexham, it's Ward, Cleworth, Cody and Brunt at the back, Casas, Barnett on the wings, and then it's James, Dobson, Windass, O'Brien and Kiefer Moore. Big Kiefer Moore up front for Wrexham. B. McCarran, what are you all watching today? We've got 3 games today. We've got this one first up, Southampton against Wrexham. Straight after Southampton and Wrexham, I'm like 10 minutes off her, and then straight back on for West Brom against Blackburn. And then as soon as that one's finished again, 10-15 minutes, bang, straight back on Sheffield United against Bristol City. So I am here now from 11:30 through to about 8 o'clock tonight. I'm barely moving from here. I might have to go to the toilet at some point, but I've got my big bottle of water, trusty. So it's gonna, keep me hydrated. No food. No food, just water. No wonder it's falling off me. Look at the kip of me. I've lost 6 stone since starting doing this job, which is amazing, considering I basically just sat here watching footy. Durs Hunter, good morning. It is here, anyways. Well, good to see you. Whereabouts is here, Durs Hunter? It's always a good morning. If you wake up in the morning and you do this, let's move in the centre. If you go like this, you wake up in the morning, you don't feel anything. It's a good morning. As long as you don't feel wood when you do that, it's a great morning. Fabulous morning. Ollie Chambers, all right, Mush, how's you, lad? I'm good. I'm really good, mate, thank you. I'm excellent today. How are you? Durs Hunter. Arkansas, wow. Got plenty of people from all over the world watching us this morning. Arkansas, I'd love to go and see more of the US. I can't say I've got Arkansas on my bucket list, but I'd love to go and see. I'd love to tick off all the states. I think everyone's got that on the bucket list, haven't they? Go and tick off 50 states. Ollie, yes, Key lad. What do you think of the Sunderland transfer window? Will you watch some Sunderland matches? I've got Sunderland. I'm watching your first Premier League game. I've got you on against West Ham, the 3 o'clock. Sunderland against West Ham. That's the 3 o'clock on the Saturday that we're doing. So yes, I am going to be live for Sunderland games. Key says, I think Tottenham should go for Grealish. Apparently Grealish to Everton is a done deal. It's all done and dusted. Everton have signed Jack Grealish, and they are very, very close to signing Tyler Diblin as well. B. McCarran, class. I'll be on watching West Brom. Hopefully I'll get beat. Get beat at 6. I'll be watching the Villa, so we'll pop in and out of the live at that time. No worries, mate. Good to have you in either way. Callum, are 3 PM games on TV now? What 3 PM games? The 3 PM games for today, are you? They're all on Sky. Jake, if Toon wanted Jackson, we would have gone in for him already. More likely Samu. I think Samu, apparently Porto want nearly 80 million euros for Samu. The problem for Newcastle is, and this is why, by the way, Luke Edwards at the Telegraph has put out this story this morning, that Newcastle are refusing any offer for Alexander Isak. He's staying, right? Because every club has got Newcastle bent over a barrel now. There's 3 weeks left of the window. Any agent, any club that Newcastle approach about a player, what are they going to do? What would you do? What would you do if you were an agent and you knew that Newcastle were desperate to sign your player to replace Alexander Isak? What would your negotiation stance be? Everything's going up 20%, innit? Minimum. Whatever. I would be bold. Ask for whatever you want. You'll get it. They need it. They're desperate. Absolutely desperate. So Newcastle desperately need any player that they go in for. They need them to believe that they are replacing Callum Wilson, not Alexander Isak. Because if they're replacing Callum Wilson, then, well, we don't have to get you. We don't have to sign you. We're not that bothered about it. If we don't sign you, that's fine. We can walk away from the deal. We're pretty casual. We're pretty relaxed. We're Newcastle United. We're chill. When actually, inside, they're going 50 pence, 5 pence. 50 pence, 5 pence. Gavs, is Grealish to Everton a loan or permanent? It's a loan, mate. It's a loan. It's very close to being announced, apparently. Apparently, it's £8 million a season, though, which feels a lot for a player who's 30 years of age and got... I think in the last 2 seasons combined, he's got something like 6 goals and assists. In 2 seasons from Manchester City as well. For a bloody good Manchester City side, playing behind Erling Haaland, who finishes everything, he's got 6 goals and assists. And Charlie Alcaraz joined Everton Everton as well, bear in mind. Charlie Alcaraz joined Everton in January and he got 5. So, not good. Ollie Chambers, I've missed football. Can't wait to see me pal and get on the drink with him, then go the football. Can't beat it. I've missed the football. Come on. Yeah, listen, footy, a day out at the footy's great. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, not that I'd know anymore because I've not been for a year and a half. But yeah, I agree. Larry, is Garnacho a good player? I don't think he's Chelsea good, but he's a good player, yeah. Gav's highlights, Wrexham are in trouble already. I watched Welcome to Wrexham, and that young goalkeeper they've got from Arsenal's not playing. Hoggy, did you hear about Isak not for sale? Mate, he is for sale. He is for sale. It's Luke Edwards at the Telegraph that you've heard it from. Luke Edwards at the Telegraph. Get real. Jesus Christ. Joe, if we're looking for Samu, of course Isak is going to. Exactly. Well, listen, if you've approached Kolo Muani, and Kolo Muani, everyone, Romano, Ornstein, I think Craig Hope's also said it. Pretty much all the top journalists have said that Newcastle have spoke to PSG about Randall Kolo Muani. Eddie Howe said yesterday, not like ages ago, yesterday Eddie Howe said that Newcastle aren't really in a position to keep Alexander Isak. Oh, but Luke Edwards at the Telegraph, who's got everything wrong all summer, he comes out today and says Newcastle have decided they're keeping him and he's not going anywhere. Yeah, all right, mate. Whatever you say, Chief. Joe, 80 million euros isn't too bad. For Samu, it is. For Samu, it is, definitely. Be yourself, Dylan. Hey, I'm in Edinburgh again, performing. Exhausted now, but never giving up. Yes, Dylan. Lovely. Good to see it. B. McCarran, I really think Emi Buendia is going to be class for us this season. Has he recovered from his... He had a bad knee injury, didn't he, Emi Buendia? CB says Newcastle are going for Radoni. Radoni is wanted by pretty much everyone in the Championship as well, aren't they? Isn't he, rather? Larry, who do you think will win the Championship this season? I still think Ipswich. I can't look past Ipswich. I think Kieran McKenna has got a very, very good squad there, and in spite of yesterday's performance, I still think they get... Yeah, I still think they win the title. There might be a dark horse or two who come from nowhere. That wouldn't surprise me. We've seen that many, many times before. Again, if you're watching us, if you're following along with us today, it kicks off in 12 minutes, this game. Southampton against Wrexham. If you're new around here, my name's Kee. We watch football every single day on this channel. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe if you're new. All of my... socials are on the screen on YouTube right now as well. I keep saying to people, I've got like 6,000 nearly, or I'm trying to get to 6,000 for the start of the Premier League season. 6,000 subs on YouTube would be amazing. I'm nearly on 4,000 on TikTok, and I've got like 300 people following me on Twitter. 300. So if you could do me a solid and go and follow me on Twitter, it would mean an awful lot. And subscribe everywhere else, like, but you know, even just Twitter. Twitter would be nice. Larry, where do you think Birmingham come in the Championship? I think probably 8th or 9th, maybe 9th or 10th, just outside the playoffs, maybe mid-table or so. Gav's highlights, Arthur Okonkwo is the young goalkeeper from Arsenal. I'm on about. Wrexham paid $2 million for him last season. Can't believe he is not playing today. Is he on the bench? Joe Oiki, Tiao has agreed personal terms. Nice. Romano said it. Good. Again, yeah, I think you need a centre-back, so it's good. It's good news, isn't it, for Newcastle. Bode, what do you think about Sesko to Man U? I mean, yeah, it's great. I mean, he's underwhelming, isn't he? I still think Sesko, you look at him and if you've watched Sesko, if you've watched any, even if it's just a small number of games, like, you'll see this. I don't think he's a massive upgrade on Højlund. Not really. I think Rasmus Højlund is greatly underappreciated. Sesko is greatly overrated. He's not a bad player, Sesko. He really isn't a bad player. I know a lot of people have kind of made more of that than it is. He's not terrible, but I don't think he's a huge upgrade on Højlund. I certainly think you'll find that out this season. Ollie Chambers, still can't believe my club is in the Prem. Still amazes me that a few years ago he was in League One and now Sunderland are in the Prem. It's just mind-blowing. Can't wait for the next weekend. The Stadium of Light is going to be packed. And I'll be watching Sunderland against West Ham. Looking forward to it. Right, 9 minutes to go here at St Mary's. Southampton v Wrexham. What do we think? Scores, score predictions. Get them in. Let me know what you're thinking. Joe, it'll only be packed if they can all get a day off from Nissan. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. Hot dog, sausage and a burger bun. It's all coming out. Ollie Chambers, what do you think the score will be, mate? I fancy Sunderland, actually. West Ham are not in a good place, I don't think. So I think you might spring a shot there. I think you might get 2-1. I'm going to go Sunderland 2-1. Mark Dudridge, good evening from Brisbane, Australia. Up the Saints. Up the Saints is right. We've got another Aussie in. Love it. We've just had someone in from was it Auckland? Where was my mate from who was just in? No, he didn't say where he was from, but we've got 2 Aussies in the chat now. That's really good. Caustic followed. Thank you for that. Cheers, mate. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the like and the subscribe as well. It all helps. Makes a massive difference for a poor dad like me trying to grow a YouTube channel, try and grow a business online, help a brother out, support your local content creator. Durs Hunter pre-game broadcast just started on Paramount Plus. Really? Paramount Plus is it on this in the US? Interesting. Oh, here we go. There's my mate dancing to Prodigy. It's mad how famous he's got, isn't it? He's on Cameo and everything, him dancing. How do Southampton fans feel about that? Because he's like an unofficial mascot now, I guess. Ollie Marley, did you watch this many games before you started making this your job? I watched a lot of them. I guess, so I now average between 50 and 60 games a month doing this job, doing this channel. 50 to 60 games a month. I reckon I was probably clearing 40, like casually. But now I like go out my way to watch games because that's what I'm doing for a living. I'm trying to do this for a living. Well, that is what I do for a living. Kane Selden, hi from New Zealand. Lovely to see you, Kane. New Zealand, another one of my bucket list destinations. I'd love to go to New Zealand. Beautiful place. Joe, do you reckon 35 million is good enough for TR and Allegri? 35 million, I would imagine, will get him. Allegri doesn't seem to rate him anyway. Benji, can I borrow your shirt, mate? I can't, please, mate. I lent it to you last week, mate. You didn't want it. I lent it to you last week. Reese, great to see you, mate. Dad of 2 here, Barnsley fan. Dad of 1. Dad of 1. That's why the channel's called Premier League Dad, because I watched footy growing up with my dad, and now I watch it with my little girl when she's bothered, to be honest, when she's not watching, Moana or Brain Rot stuff or whatever she watches. But yeah, good to have another dad on, mate. Good to see you, Reese. KMC, be a famous novelty fan like Borough. We got Yusuf. Normally have a bit of tism, but I love that they're looked after. I was gonna say I like your novelty fans. It's all good. To be honest, there's all these different quirks about clubs when you get to know them. You go to these grounds. Like, I didn't realise it, but do you know Huddersfield Town have 2 mascots? I didn't realise this until I went to the John Smith Stadium or the Kirklees Stadium. They've got the Terriers. They've got the Terriers, who are the 2 mascots, but they've also got Boothie, who walks around the stadium. Now, Boothie is an actual man in a costume, a mascot of Andy Booth, who used to play for Huddersfield Town. And when I saw it, I was a bit like, who's that? And my mate went, oh, it's Boothie. It's Boothie, that. I was like, Boothie? Boothie? You've got an actual ex-player mascot. That doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like Liverpool having it's not even like Liverpool. I guess it's like Southampton having a guy make a costume of Matt Letizia and then walk around the stadium. Odd. Gareth, hi from Barcelona. Nice, hola. Love Barcelona. I was in Barcelona a couple of years ago. Very nice place. Larry, is David De Gea a good goalkeeper? He's not a bad goalkeeper. He was very good a few years ago. Gav's highlights. I'll be using you tomorrow for the Liverpool game if you lose, bro. Oh, cheers, Gav. Thanks for that. Can you use me if we win as well? I need all the help I can get, mate. Your platform's helping me out, so I appreciate it. Scrum Down Live. Boothie's the best town player ever. Yeah, here he is. Here he is. Ethan, how's it going? Allegri wants to keep him. I thought Allegri had moved him on. I thought Allegri was like, wasn't sure on him. He's a good young player anyway. I think he's a decent player. Reese, I'm a Barnsley fan, but my dad was a big Leeds fan before he died, so I always have a soft spot for Leeds. Oh, well, hey, listen. Barnsley are playing... who have you got today, actually? I've got Barnsley to win. Is it Burton Albion you're playing? It's not Burton Albion. Is it Burton Albion? I don't know where I've got Burton from. I've got Barnsley to win today, anyway. And I'm hoping that Leeds get at least a point against Everton on the opening day. The Scrum Down Live. Wigan have the best mascot, Pie Man. Yeah, Pie Man. I've stood next to him as well. That kit stinks. Larry, is Birmingham City a good team or a bad team? Yeah, they're good team at Championship level. I think they proved that last night, didn't they? Ollie Marley, what game are you watching next week out the 3 PM games? I'm watching Sunderland West Ham. That's the 3 PM game, innit? Saturday 3 o'clock. Gav's highlight time going 2-1 Wrexham. What about you guys? I am going for 1-1. 1-1. Let me know what you're thinking in the chat quick. We're about to kick off. 2 minutes away from kick-off. Players are on the pitch. KMC, would Letizia spout his political views with a tinfoil hat? Makes you think. Makes you think, doesn't it? Nanny Plum, I'm going to my first Championship game tomorrow, watching my favourite team. Who's that? Reece Papp, it is Burton. I thought it was. Yeah, I've got Barnsley to beat Burton today. There's Parkinson, sat down. Phil Parkinson just sat down on the icebox there waiting for kick-off. Thank you for the likes and the shares and the subscribes, everyone. Just as we approach kick-off, if you can, give us a follow, give us a like on TikTok, give us a follow as well. And I appreciate you being here watching along with us. 3-star Reds, afternoon key, chip shop ordered, and on the way, bets on, here we go. What an afternoon it's going to be. Chimey says 0-1 Wrexham. Hey, Chimey, what about our mate last night who assured us Birmingham were going to win 2-0? That changed quite sharply, didn't it? It's all theatre. It's all theatre, Tolga. It's all theatre. Birmingham 2, Ipswich 0. That's what we were assured. Aye. Last time I put a bet on. Right, we're off and underway here at St Mary's. Gary Weaver and Andy Inchcliffe on commentary. Not on this channel, it's not. You're going to get me probably talking a bit of rubbish about other things throughout, but we'll have a proper chinwag anyway. Answering your questions, talking to you guys, answering, debating whatever you want to talk about. If you've got a question you want to talk about, put it in the chat. Let's have a chinwag. Gav's highlights, are you doing any of our games this season? Absolutely I am, yeah, mate. I'm not doing your game on the Sunday against Palace because it was a straight shot between... Adam Armstrong's in here straight away for Saints. Shot, just wide. First shot in anger. It wasn't Armstrong, it was Fraser. Another one of the diminutive front three for Southampton. Ryan Fraser picked the ball up furthest forward and he just thought, to hell with it, I'll just have a run. Runs at the Wrexham back line, cuts in quite comfortably wide in the end. But there you go, still 0-0. A minute in and Southampton had the first shot in anger. Chimey, he still said they would win. I know he did. And then do you know what the thing is? If you pulled him up on it, he would say, yeah, but I said double chance. On your bike. Yeah, Gav, I was going to do Chelsea against Palace, but you're on at the same time as Forest and Brentford. So I've decided I'm going to do Forest and Brentford on that one. And the next weekend I will endeavour to watch Chelsea. So I'm trying to mix it up to make sure that I'm covering all the teams off. Larry, 30 seconds in and someone's already had a shot at goal. Nanny Plum says, I'm going 1-0. 1-0 Wrexham, Ryan Hardy, 92nd minute winner off the bench. Nanny Plum, you're saying you're going to Leicester v Sheffield Wednesday. That's going to be a difficult day for Leicester. For Sheffield Wednesday, I would imagine. Under the floodlights, who has a better front three now? Arsenal or Man U? It's still quite comfortably Arsenal, mate. It's still quite comfortably Arsenal. And I think that's just based on the fact they've got they've got Saka. I look at Man United's wide options. Saka is better than Burmo. Cunha is probably better. Well, no, Cunha is better than Martinelli. And Gyökeres is better than Sesko. So 2 out of 3, I would say Arsenal's favour. Bloody hell. Under the floodlights, Martinelli, Saka, Gyökeres is better than Sesko, Cunha and Burmo, really. Yeah, that's it. I still don't think United's is... It's not a bad front three now. It's certainly a better front three than they had. They've definitely improved it. Wrexham coming forward. Chance for them. Ball's played out to Kiefer Moore. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, claim for a penalty. Kiefer Moore went down there. And to be honest, he's got a habit of doing that, Kiefer Moore, hasn't he? Going down quite easily. He did that in the playoff final, if I remember, against Sunderland for Sheffield United. But he went down there and he's screaming at the referee. I think it was Stevens who had hold of him. Let's watch this back. I mean, they're having a bit of a tussle, but it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. There's no way you're getting a penalty for that. No way. No. It's not Stevens either. I think it's Edwards. No way you're getting that. Wrexham knocking it around nicely in the middle of the park here. This is better. Much better. And again, another foul. I think Flynn Downs left some on the... Who is it who he knocks out there? Oh, it's just a little... It's one of them where the ball's already gone, but he kind of just left... He left a little bit on the Wrexham player. And he gives a free kick, the referee, but I don't think it's enough for a booking. Gav's highlights, watch out for Ollie Rathbone for Wrexham. He was class last season. 3-star Reds, Opta and XG ratings for Tolga this season. Key, what figures are we looking at? For Tolga, I'd give him a 4 out of 10. Chimey, please keep us updated on the other scores as well. I will, yes. I've got all the other scores going on. So as the other games are going on, I'll let you know what's happening. As it stands, Coventry 0, Hull 0, Charlton 0, Watford 0. In League 1, Reading 0, Huddersfield 0, Peterborough 0, Luton 0. Into League 2, it's Notts County 0, Salford 0, and Tranmere 0, Shrewsbury 0. So as the games are going on today, I obviously will keep you updated on every single one of them as the goals are going in. Larry, Ollie Watkins to PSG would be a good transfer. No, they've got plenty of centre forwards, PSG. They don't need any more. They are blessed. It's going to go behind for a Wrexham corner. Considering Southampton started so well, it does feel like Wrexham have come back into it. What channel is the United game on? MUTV. Okay. Short ball for Wrexham. It's played out to the edge of the box. Floated in near post. Must be. How's he missed that? Connor Cody, you've had an absolute shocker there. An absolute shocker from Connor Cody. Oh, he's got to score there. Right under the crossbar. He's got to be, what, 3 yards out? Oh, I'm sorry. Not good enough. Not good enough at all, that. Has to score. Has to score for me. Disappointing. Connor Cody puts it over the bar from about 3 yards out on the volley. Nobody really with him. He's got to get that on target. I mean, it's a centre-back, so... But you've got to expect a player to put that away. All he has to do is get that on target. Gav's highlights, has Liverpool given up on Isak now, bro? No, mate. Liverpool have got Isak. Liverpool have got Isak. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. It's done. It's agreed. Like, Liverpool and Newcastle have verbally shook hands on the deal. It's done. It's absolutely done. All that Newcastle are doing is trying to get a player or two in so it improves the optics around the club. Think about it. If today, if it broke on Sky Sports News today, if it broke, Liverpool have had an offer accepted for Alexander Isak, there would be riots on the streets of Newcastle, right? What Newcastle are trying to do is get a deal done for someone like Wissa, Tiao, and then maybe Kolo Muani or Samu, someone like that. They'll get a couple of deals lined up, and they're making a lot of progress on them right now, by the way. So they'll get those deals lined up. They'll get those players either in holding Newcastle shirts or on their way for the medical, like literally all done. They'll get all that done, and then they'll announce Liverpool signing Isak, or Liverpool have had an offer accepted for Isak. And it'll all go under the radar then with Newcastle fans, because you'll hear Newcastle fans all saying, I'm telling you, bookmark this, he'll say it, we don't care anyway, we've got the better end of the deal anyway, we don't care. We've sold Isak, and he's a rat anyway, he'll just do it to your club. And we've got Kolo Muani, Wissa, and Malik Tiao for the same price, I'm happy. And that's fine, Liverpool fans will be happy as well, but that's what they're waiting on. They're waiting on that so that the optics around the club are a little bit better. Bulldozer says, who cares what channel United are on? Exactly, yeah. Don't think United... I mean, United fans are getting a bit giddy, aren't they, at this moment? Gav's highlights, if you didn't take Ekatike, you would have got Isak by now. Well, Liverpool wanted Ekatike too. We were never just... Like, this idea that Liverpool have signed Ekatike just to spite Newcastle, or it's nonsense. We was going to get them both anyway. We was always going to get them both. Ekatike plays wide left and he plays through the middle, so we was always likely to get both. Matt, Newcastle have said they won't be selling him. Yeah, no, they've not, Matt. No, they've not, Matt. What's happened is Luke Edwards at the Telegraph has said they're not selling him. Newcastle have said they're not selling him. Eddie Howe said himself yesterday they can't keep him. Eddie Howe said it. Honestly, you're just copium. It's absolute copium from Newcastle fans. Gav's highlights, if they lose Isak and buy Jackson for 65 million, they won't be happy. They're not going to be happy anyway. Honestly, all the horses in Newcastle are going to have... You're going to have to put helmets on them. Put helmets on them. Shot from distance. Oh, straight into the side netting from Wellington. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it, mate. Cheers for that. Thank you for the rose. Baz game. What game are we watching, Key? We are watching Southampton against Wrexham in the Championship. Shot from distance. Off the crossbar. What a shot that is. Josh Windass with an absolute screamer from distance. Whew, that's an absolute wonderful effort from about 25 yards out. Bottom right-hand side. Windass cuts in on his right foot. Opens his body up. Curls it round. Keeper, absolutely no chance. And it just flicked off the top of the crossbar and behind for a Southampton goal kick. But I tell you what, Bazunu, he would have got nowhere near that. Nowhere near it. Chimey, Jackson or Gyökeres, who do you take? Personally, I would take Jackson. Yeah, I would take Jackson. Gav's highlights, will it be for 150 million? No, we won't pay 150 million for Isak. We're not paying 150 million for Isak. We offered 100, right? We offered 100 with add-ons that made it to 110. They want 150. We'll probably end up doing a deal for him about 120 to 130. It'll be somewhere in the middle. Ders Hunter, that was close. Just a little bit more curve and it would have been in. Yeah, it was dipping, wasn't it? It was definitely dipping. Baz, I've got BTTS on this. Hopefully some birthday luck of some sort. Oh, is it your birthday? Many happy returns, Baz. Happy birthday to Baz. That's brilliant, mate. Good to have you on your... Good to have you on the channel on your birthday. That's amazing. Owen, what's good? Just watching a bit of footy, mate. How's things with you? What's the score? It's 0-0. Southampton 0, Wrexham 0. Wrexham have just hit the bar. I really thought Southampton would be dominating this one, but I tell you what, it's Wrexham all over. Gav's highlights, why don't Liverpool put players in the deal? Probably because that complicates matters a little bit more. And generally speaking, because of swap deals don't really happen in football anymore now. It's usually when there is a swap done, what clubs have to agree on is separate valuations for players, and then they'll do them that way because it benefits the club from a PSR point of view. Like Liverpool would never do, let's say 60 million plus Harvey Elliott for Alexander Isak. It would never be that. What it would be is 120 million for Isak, and then Newcastle simultaneously buy Elliott for 60 million. Do you know what I mean? It would be that. That would be how it would work, because that's just how football financing seems to work at the moment. There's not really any swap deals that happen anymore. Bulldozer, because the players they would have put in the deal have already gone. Well, yeah, it would have been Nunes, wouldn't it? It would have been Nunes, and it might have been Elliott, and Elliott looks like he's going to Leipzig. And Kwanzaa maybe would have been another option. Kwanzaa, but he's gone to Leverkusen. Reece says Wrexham have made a few decent signings. They have indeed. They've got a couple of decent players on the bench as well. I think Cody's a really good signing for them, at least defensively. He'll organise them, but I'm a little bit surprised that he didn't put him ahead. Baz, it is, mate, thank you. Can't miss a Premier League dad stream no matter what day it is. Ah, well, exactly, there you go. You called it. I'm glad you said it. Wrexham holding at the back. Gav's highlights, Ericsson was linked to Wrexham as well a couple of weeks ago. If they got someone like Christian Eriksen of that calibre, that'd be some achievement. Danny Ward just booted it straight out of play. I think they could have done with a better goalkeeper, I've got to say. And I don't want to throw too much shade on Danny Ward, but he's barely a championship keeper. Okay, Southampton coming forward down the right-hand side. And Wrexham win it back. Wrexham winning all those second balls. Oh, no. Southampton. Very, very nearly Wrexham sneaking in there. It was a little slow back pass and Wrexham gambled. Still no goals anywhere in the Championship, or League One, or League Two. Yeah, no goals anywhere in the opening 20 minutes. Southampton, chance! Shot from the edge of the box, Downs! Oh! Just over the bar. Great block from Connor Cody, but it was Downs who had the chance. Right on the edge of the box for Southampton. Probably should have been 1-0 that. Both teams have missed very big chances in these opening 10-15 minutes. First shot, good save from Danny Ward, and then it gets laid off to the edge of the box. Ward, he would have got nowhere near that. Downs with the strike, and Connor Cody just threw his body in front of it. Deflected, it's gone behind for the Southampton corner. Huge, huge chance there for the Saints. Corner kick comes in. Cleared to the edge of the box, and Downs again recycles. Tranmere have just scored against Shrewsbury. Tranmere 1, Shrewsbury 0 at Prenton Park, for anyone who's keeping tabs on that one. Reece McTominay leaves United, then gets nominated for the Ballon d'Or. Cavs guy, Rangers or Celtic? I like both. I haven't really got a preference. I've only watched Rangers on this channel, though, funnily enough, and that's not through anything deliberate. I like Rangers, and I like Celtic. I've been up to both. I've been to Parkhead, I've been to Ibrox. Both were very, very nice. Yeah, I don't know. I like them both. Tolga, Wrexham wins. Well, okay, well then I'm taking that as a certainty that Southampton win then, Tolga. Given your view that Birmingham were certain winners last night against Ipswich. Birmingham 2, Ipswich 0, you told us. Kiefer Moore's in behind, Wrexham. He's gone down. He's claimed a penalty. He's give it. It's a penalty to Wrexham. It's a penalty to Wrexham. Oh, I tell you what, that's a soft one. Edwards has gone down. Edwards has shoved Kiefer Moore down as he's through on goal. I think that's soft. I think that's really soft. Kiefer Moore through on goal. No, it's not. It's not soft. That is the clearest penalty you're ever likely to see. He's double-handed shoved him in the back. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's the... You can't do that. Oh, that's the clearest penalty ever. Clearest penalty ever. And here we go. Bazunu is about to... Is it Windass who's going to take it? Who is taking it? I think it is. It's Windass. Windass against Bazunu to put Wrexham in front, maybe. Right-footed. It's in. There you go. Wrexham 1-0 up. Wrexham take the lead. Wrexham take the lead. But I have every confidence that Southampton come back. Tolga, no Southampton. Yes, Wrexham wins. Just like Birmingham. Just like Birmingham, eh, Tolga? It's all theatre. Don't you doubt it. The data says. The data says Birmingham. The data says Wrexham. Baz, Key, have you ever played Football Manager? I have. Yes, I have played it. Of course I have. Love it. Tranmere 2, Shrewsbury 0. Reese, wait, is that a pen? I didn't think it was a pen at first glance, and then they showed the replays. It's definitely a pen. It's a definite pen, isn't it? You're not... on this channel, we've had two very, very debatable penalties. Very, very debatable penalties. The one last night for Ipswich, I didn't think it was a pen at all. That one's nailed on. Baz, you love Football Manager. Yeah, give this man a verification tick for that alone. Yeah, love it. I love a game of Footy Manager. I've obviously not played because they didn't release 2025, but 2026 I'm hoping I'll get some time on. Chimey, Birmingham 2 goals. Reese cannot deliberately push someone to the ground and then act surprised that it's given. It's more that he did it like that, like two-handed. Like if it's one of them, you know, you can kind of, like, if it's a nudge, if it's a shoulder, you could maybe get away with it. But it's when it's so blatant like that. So blatant. George, I've got Saints in the Acca. Yeah, but listen, so have I. So have I. I've got Saints as well. Kevin C. Hello, mate. How you going, Kevin? Good to see you. Baz, can we loan them Dibbling just for this game? I think Dibbling and Grealish are already Everton bound. Reese, Wrexham have a decent squad this season. Yeah, they've definitely brought in some good players. Oh, is Ryan Reynolds here today, I wonder? Is not Deadpool in the stands? Baz, I need BTTS, that's it, come on. Will Still, work your magic. Max Cleworth has just been booked for Wrexham. Baz, will still be able to equalise versus Wrexham. Southampton still playing. I'm going to drop the will still jokes now. But they are still playing very similar to how they played under Russell Martin, with that sort of quite a low back line. They're not leaving an awful lot of... quite a high back line. They're leaving a lot of space in behind. But their insistence on passing out from the back, which is... It's always likely to create problems unless you've got, I would say, real pace and energy in those midfield areas, and they just don't have it. Chimey, other scores, Keith. The only other scores, mate, are Tranmere 2, Shrewsbury 0. Everywhere else, it's 0-0. Reading and Huddersfield 0-0. Peterborough Luton 0-0. Coventry Hull 0-0. Charlton Watford 0-0. Notts County Salford 0-0. But it's Tranmere 2, Shrewsbury 0, and Southampton 0, Wrexham 1. That's the only two games with scores in. There you go, Les. I've just read them out for you, mate. They're the only two games with scores in. Ronan, predictions for Reading versus Huddersfield. I've gone Huddersfield away win. Huddersfield or draw. Ronan, boo, wrong answer. Oh, you were royal. It's a difficult time for Reading, isn't it? As well, I fancy Huddersfield to maybe get something out of the game. Oh, what game are you watching? I am watching Southampton against Wrexham, mate. Die hard royal, and yeah, long time. It's feels like a lifetime since Reading were in the Premier League. I remember the Matchday Stadium being a really, really cool Premier League stadium. Actually, it was back in the days of Nicky Shorey and Kevin Doyle and all them. Who's that player who scored an absolute rocket at Anfield? Is it Matej Matiowski or something like that? He scored an absolute screamer against Liverpool at Anfield. Might have even been a winner, to be honest. No, I don't think it was a winner. I'm sure that was the only game that Javier Mascherano scored for us as well. I could be wrong. Ronan, it's just embarrassing, and yeah, now it's called Select Car Leasing, like the Select Car Leasing Stadium. It's a mouthful. Candy Zone, hi pal, just sent you over a message about what I was on about last night. Okay, cool, no worries, mate. I'll have a look at it. Well, it won't be full time. It'll probably be tonight because I'm literally back to back on streams now until Sheffield United Bristol finishes at like 8 o'clock. So it'll probably be toward the end of tonight. Might even be. I'll have a look at it tonight once I've finished. Oh, well, Southampton have really not done enough to, if I'm dead honest, to lay a glove on Wrexham. They've had probably one very, very decent chance with Flynn Downs having a shot from the edge of the box. Cody deflected it over the bar. At the other end, Wrexham, I think Cody had the other big chance for them. Smashed it over the bar from 3 yards out off a free kick. They also had Windass hitting the crossbar himself from about 25, 30 yards out. Really good effort. And then about 10 minutes ago, there was a penalty decision, which Edwards, shocking really, really, really poor from the Southampton defender. Kiefer Moore, who isn't renowned for his pace, beats the offside trap of Southampton, sprints down the left-hand channel, gets into the box, and just as he's about to pull the trigger, there's two hands shoving him from the back, and Edwards, he's got just no... I just don't know how he can complain about that. Ball whipped in. Wrexham again off the far post. Who was that who headed that over? I think it was Cleworth again. Chimey, take his pick, Key, I dare you. What, that Wrexham are going to win? No. No. Kevin C, Man U are losing 1-0. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Michael, Rangers and Celtic are bigger than almost every Prem club. No, they're not, Michael. Don't be silly. Bar's going to... If it's going to be extended, it'll probably be called the Toyota Tower. Edwards is awful. Yeah, he's not had a good game. He's not had a good game at all. Joe said that was a very soft penalty. You can't do that. You can't double hand push someone over like that. You can't. It's we would all want that as a penalty for our team. We would all expect that as a penalty for our team, wouldn't we? We would all expect that. There's no way you're getting away with that. It's just shocking defending. I mean, to be fair, it's clever. It's clever from Kiefer Moore because he's done the old classic move of a centre forward, hasn't he? He's sprinted. He's got into a position where he knows he's got defenders chasing him from behind, and then all he's done is bang, put on the brakes, and go down, and that's it. That's all you need to do. He's felt the push and gone down, and it's clear that he was always going to get a penalty. Baz, United are losing. We'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look. Who are they losing to? It's Fiorentina, isn't it, they're playing today? Go on then, let's have a look. Yeah, Man United 0, Fiorentina 1. Is it Moise Keane who scored? No, Soam scored. Simon Soam. Who's the lineups for Man United? Who are they playing? They got Bayindir in goal. Heaven, Maguire, Yoro, Diallo, Fernandes, Casemiro, Dorgu, and Burmo, Cunha, and Mount. All right, so it's only a weakened squad then. It's only a weakened squad. Don't let them tell you this nonsense. They will do as well, you know. They'll say, oh, yeah, we weren't even trying really. It was a lot of weakened youth players. Yeah, all right. That's your first team. You'll be telling us that's world class next week. And you've only really got to add. There's only Sesko and Onana that are adding to that. Sesko and Onana's getting added to that. They're not going to be much better than last season, I think. Chimey, for God's sake, United. I'll have to put my Fiorentina kit on. I'll have to get my Fiorentina shirt on for United. Well, might as well. United forever. What's going on? Good to see you. Baz, they get to watch depressing football. We get to watch okay football. And then Tony Hibbert, at least. Who's the Everton legends playing today? Apparently there's late rumours that Cahill and Duncan Ferguson might end up coming off the bench. United forever. It's only pre-season, mate. Hey, it wasn't that when you was beating friggin' Everton and Bournemouth and whoever in well, it wasn't, you didn't even beat Everton, did you? When you beat Bournemouth and West Ham in the US, it wasn't just pre-season then, was it? Then it was, we're going to win the Champions League, we're going to win the Premier League, we're going to get in Europe and everything. Then it was only pre-season. Baz, Dunk, go on, one last headbutt. One for the road. For those who aren't aware, by the way, it's the debut, well, it's not a competitive debut, but it's the full stadium opening for Everton at their new stadium, Hill Dickinson Arena. The Hill Dickinson. I still can't get over that name. The Hill Dickinson Arena, the Hill Dickinson Stadium, whatever you want to call it, Hill Dickinson. That's Everton are playing Roma today in a friendly, and it's their first full opening of the stadium. So let's see how that goes for them. I'll keep you informed. I'll keep you informed on how the goals are going in that one. Might be 5 or 6 to Roma, that one. Oh, Wrexham. I'm very impressed with how Wrexham have done. Joe, didn't they play Roma for their last pre-season game at Goodison? I don't know. I think they did, yeah, didn't they? I think that was last... Possibly, yeah. Baz, the Legends game is free on YouTube. Ah. Oh, that's probably a good idea. I'm not doing it then. Notts County 0, Salford 1. There's another goal gone in. Salford have just gone ahead against Notts County. Kevin, today I'm wearing my Roma shirt. Yeah, I've got my... I really should put my Roma shirt on display. I should put my Roma shirt on display and my Fiorentina one. I'll have to wear it. Maybe that's the plan. I'll get a Fiorentina and a Roma shirt. Just draped over either side. United forever. Key, we're unbeaten in pre-season anyway at the minute. Well, yeah, but you're not right now because Fiorentina are winning. I've always liked Fiorentina. Alex, do you reckon Wrexham will be in the Prem next season? No, I don't think they'll be in the Prem next season. I think they've got some way to go to be competing in the Championship at this level. I mean, look, if they get a win here at St Mary's, it's been a good start for them. Even if they get a point here, I think it's been a pretty good start for them. But you'd still expect Southampton to come back and get something in this one. United forever, they have De Gea and Edin Dzeko. So what? De Gea is a player who you guys deemed not as good as Onana just a few years ago. And Edin Dzeko's nearly 40. He's nearly 40. Right, it's going to be a long throw into the box. Wrexham again. Wrexham are pushing for a second here. They're not cowering. They're not taking the foot off the ball. They're going for it again. Jamie, I don't speak English. English is not my first language. Alex, will you be watching the Rangers game later on? I am not watching the Rangers game later on, mate. No, I'm going to be watching... I've got 2 Championship games back-to-back after this one. So we've got West Brom against Blackburn. And then straight after West Brom Blackburn, we're going to be doing Sheffield United against Bristol City. So, yeah, lots of Championship footy coming up. But I'm not going to be doing Rangers, no. Because I think it clashes with one of them at least, doesn't it? Baz, that's like us going, we lost to Roma, they have Bakary Sagna. Yeah, Bakary, it doesn't matter. It's 2 players and they were the redundant Premier League players race, basically, from years ago. United forever, triple watch along. Well, effectively, yeah. I mean, we usually go for a quad watch along on a Saturday and a Sunday, don't we? 3 or 4 games. Adam Armstrong with a shot straight down the throat of Danny Ward. Too easy for the Wrexham goalkeeper, that one. Long ball into the channel. Here's Armstrong again. They need to get Fernandes on. Fernandes will just dictate play in that middle. I don't know why they've not got him playing. Good play. This is better from Southampton. Much, much better. Claim for a penalty. They don't get it. Flynn Downs wins it back, and that's going to be a foul, surely. Surely a foul, ref. Oh, this referee's having an absolute shocker. That's got to be a foul, ref. Oh, this referee. I'm not even a Southampton fan. This is disgusting. How many times? There's about 3 clear fouls there, and the ref kept trying to play on when obviously Southampton just wanted a free kick. You've got to give the free kick. 3-star Reds, I'm wearing my Derby County shirt all day. The doctor's just left and told me to keep taking the tablets. Stoke v Derby today, isn't it? Come on, the Potters, you'll be saying, I'm sure. Baz Armstrong, a striker, and hits it down his throat. Interesting, especially on the spin. Right, well, it's a free kick here to Southampton. It's basically where the corner flag is, just outside from the corner flag, so it's a pretty dangerous area. United forever. Have Wrexham signed Ericsson? No, they've not. Not just yet. Obviously rumours that they are going to, but nothing confirmed. Baz, sod it. I'll say that's a pen and a red for Wrexham. It's definitely a little bit of a sceptical one for him. Right, here we go. Free kick from the right-hand side. I think it's Sugawara who's going to whip it in. Near post. Cleared away by Wrexham. Good defending. Wellington, I don't know what he's doing there. Somehow the ball gets back out to Flynn Downs. And Wrexham defend it. Sharp play. Really good play. Gone out for a throw-in. Ryan, how have Wrexham been? I haven't watched it yet. Wrexham have been really good. Wrexham have actually been really, really good. It's been surprising, actually. There you go. Possession. Possession, 67% to Southampton, 33% to Wrexham. But Wrexham have got an expected goals of... Oh, must be... Oh, that might have improved the expected goals for Southampton. Wrexham's expected was 1.53, I believe. And Southampton's was like 0.3 something. They haven't really had too many chances, but that was a really good one that was created out of nothing, really, by Fraser. And it was actually a really good save by Danny Ward, a goalkeeper we've all been very critical of on this live. It's a corner kick to Saints. Saints coming back into it here a few minutes before half-time. Ball whipped in, near post. It's cleared away. Saints get the throw-in. Dylan Pample, will you be covering the West Brom game? I am, yes. Yeah, that's the game I'm doing. West Brom against Blackburn at the Hawthorns at 3 o'clock. So as soon as this one goes off, we'll be watching. We'll be watching the Baggies. Okay, it's going to be a long throw-in from the left-hand side where Wellington's got the ball. Dylan, awesome, bro. We'll join back then. Good to see you, man. Yeah, we'll see you then. Ball goes all the way back. Oh, what was Bazunu doing there? Spud Gun Rich. Wrexham pressing really well. At Southampton, I don't think they've been able to string 2 passes together. You could say that is Wrexham pressing well, and they've done all right. But I think the way that Southampton have been in possession has been really, really poor. Really lackadaisical, actually. So, credit to Wrexham. I think they've created a fair few chances and they've done well. It's a tough place to come, obviously, but I think Southampton... I'm looking at it and going, Southampton, you've got to expect better from them, rather than Wrexham have played incredibly well. Credit where it's due, obviously. I think Wrexham have fought well. But I've been very disappointed by Southampton's showing here. I think Will's still as well. He'll probably still learning about this squad as well, won't he? He'll still be thinking about which players can I trust, which players can I put my stock in this season. And I think he's learning which players he can trust at this moment in time. Sean Dyche 10, I'm begging Wrexham get relegated. I can't stand to see them in the Prem. That's from an Everton fan. Baz, I'm thinking will still be able to score against Wrexham when they're new to the league. It's going to be a long throw in the box from Wellington on this left-hand side. Southampton going a lot more direct than we might have normally expected them to. Out to the edge of the box. floated back in and cleared away. It's going to be stopped for a head injury, and that might well just see us through to half-time here. Oi, 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 oi. I'm sticking with 1-1. I said 1-1. That was my prediction before the game. I can't see that changing. Yeah, I can't see it changing. Three-star Reds, 3 PM Saturday Championship games, all live on television. Could get used to this idea. Just need the Premier League to follow suit. All Premier League games live on a Sunday, though, is a start. Yeah, to be honest, you'd be amazed how much footy is on. I mean, don't get me wrong, you have to pay for it. It's not ideal. I mean, you can get the dodgy streams and stuff if you have to, but it's not really an ideal way to watch it because it skips. It's always 70, 80 seconds behind at least, so it's never really ideal. But if you're prepared to pay or you're able to pay, you can get most footy games on. You can get most footy games on. Like DAZN are showing all the National League games this season. Disney Plus are showing. And Paramount Plus as well. Disney Plus are showing, and that, to be honest, I have Disney Plus for my little girl. Disney Plus are showing a load of footy this season. Who else have I got on? Premier Sports. I've got Premier Sports. I've got DAZN. Premier Sports are showing loads of footy. You can get Liga Pass, Bundesliga, Primera Liga, Eredivisie. With DAZN, you get all the Belgian League as well. With OneFootball's free. People forget about OneFootball. But you can watch all the Norwegian League. Chance! Off the post! Must be! How's that stayed out? Oh! How's it stayed out? Southampton. Oh my God, they've hit the post twice. I can't believe it. Oh. Off the line. It's absolutely agonising for Southampton right on half-time. Wonderful ball in. It's off the post, and then Connor Cody with a big block again. Great play by Connor Cody, but Southampton, how many times? It was Robinson who it off the line and then onto the post and then deflected wide by Cody. Just scrappy at the end of this half. Southampton have got a corner. Chance for them to maybe make a dent in this before half-time. And it's cleared away. Southampton still pushing forward. And it's gone all the way back to Bazunu. Baz, are you having me on? Armstrong just hit it into the net. I don't know why he hasn't done that then. I don't know why he hasn't. That was like Jay Stansfield's last night, wasn't it, against Birmingham? KMC, why has Connor Cody looked like prime Cannavaro? They're in again here, Wrexham. There's a player in the middle if they get it right. Oh, Kiefer Moore. Kiefer Moore, what are you doing? Oh. It's half-time. I tell you what, Wrexham, if you're a Wrexham fan, you're looking at this and thinking, lads, we should be 3 or 4 up here. If you're a Southampton fan, you're thinking, how are we not level at least? On the one hand, this game has been really, really good in terms of moments and chances, but it's been dreadful to watch the rest of the time, hasn't it? It's been dead for I would say, 42 minutes of the 48 we've just watched. But then we've seen 6 classic moments. But there you go. Southampton 0, Wrexham 1, half-time. Parkinson will be pretty happy with the scoreline, if not the performance. I think he'll be looking at his players and saying, lads, we need to do better. We need to finish this off because we're not going to get many more better chances than that one right at the end of the game, right at the end of the half. And if you will still, you're saying, how are we not controlling this game? We're giving the ball away far too far too easily. We're not able to exert ourselves, influence it in any way, shape or form. We've gone direct far too often, I think. And, yeah, I don't think we'll be best pleased. Reese says, how have Southampton not scored? Baz says, fair play to Kiefer Moore for the Sportsmanship Award because you need to pass that. I think he did try and pass it. It was almost like he was overthinking it at the end. 3-star Reds got Sky and TNT this season. Did not know about Disney Plus. Got that as well for some of the box sets like Marvel and Star Wars. Yeah, Disney Plus. Disney Plus are showing. I'm trying to. I'll tell you which ones they're showing because I watched it the other day. I'll tell you what games are on Disney Plus. Apple TV are showing all the MLS as well, by the way. Apple TV are showing all the MLS. Disney Plus have got. La Liga. La Liga Disney Plus are showing. So I'm watching Valencia against Real Sociedad next Saturday night, I think it is. 8:30 p.m. kickoff. Valencia v Real Sociedad live on Disney Plus. So I've got Disney Plus for my little girl. So that's a win. I would have paid for that anyway, but you can watch Valencia v Real Sociedad on that. TNT, obviously, they're showing a load of stuff. Premier Sports. I think Premier Sports is worth getting anyway. Premier Sports and DAZN, I think, are worth it just for Serie A, Coppa Italia, Liga, and DAZN. You get all the Belgian League, all the National League. You get a load of footy on DAZN as well. So, yeah, good stuff. Hang on a minute. What else am I missing? I'm trying to see if there's others that I've not included. Amazon Prime. Any other games on Amazon? I don't think there are any games on Amazon Prime this year, are there? I didn't know Birmingham and Sheffield United. Birmingham v Sheffield United's on Wednesday. Carabao Cup on ITV4. D28 says Tottenham now interested in Eze. VS, will Dorgu be the main starter this season? I don't know. I mean, I think Harry Amas should have been given more time at Man United. I'm amazed that Harry Amas has been kind of binned off by them. I think he's better than... He might not be better than Dorgu, but I think I would have expected him to... Excuse me. I feel like I've got, like, sinuses all a bit funny. There's Hunter. Seems like Wrexham are doing well, and once the players have a few more matches together, they could improve. Yeah, absolutely. Wrexham have played at least in a cohesive sort of. They've worked together as a team. I don't know if you could say they've been battering them, as you just said there, Ollie. I don't think Wrexham have been battering Southampton, but they've had a lot of chances. Spudgun Rich, I know Will Still's dad, Stan. Hi, Stan Still, Will Still. Yeah. Christopher Mascary, what do you think the score in the Stoke v Derby game is going to be? I have backed Stoke in that one. Stoke or draw. I fancy Stoke to win it, but I think I've gone double chance, Stoke or draw. VS Dorgu is the obvious pick for left back. Yeah, he is now, but I'm not sure that he should have been. I think Amas, you'd have been better off keeping hold of... I think you'd have been better off not getting Dorgu, giving Amas more opportunities off the bench, and maybe putting someone like Mazraoui or Dalot there. Because you're playing Diallo at right wing back now. Okay, Chris Wilder is on the bench, the commentary punditry bench. The Wrexham penalty incident. He's done the classic Kiefer Moore. He's definitely bought it. But it is a penalty. There's no denying it's a penalty. KAMC, I'd swung over way with Derby, think they look solid, brought in some great talent. Oh, you'd swung the other way with Derby. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think Derby have got the potential to go there and get a draw, of course, but I can't see them winning it. It's a tough place to go, the Britannia. VS, I ask, cause of the FPL, who's your fave 4-5 defenders? Well, I keep saying this and people keep calling me out on it because I've not been able to publish it for the last week. I've been saying it, but I am actually putting a video out today. Not today, this weekend. Not today because I only finished watching games at 8 PM. But I have got a video coming out this weekend on how I picked my FPL team. So you'll see my FPL team, you'll see some of the decisions I made, what I was agonising over, and why I've chosen those players. So you can look and you can make your decision based on that. Maybe you'll look and say, I'm not picking my team based on that. But what I will say is, if you want to finish in the top 9 million people in the FPL, you need to be following my team. Christian Nander, Cody and Ward, solid. Cody has been. Danny Ward, his distribution's maybe been a touch questionable. But yeah, Danny Ward's not been bad at all. Connor Cody's been prime Cannavaro at the back, someone said in the chat. KAMC, some of the most stupid defending I've seen. Lucky to not get a red, to be honest. Don't know how it wasn't a yellow. Did he not even give him a yellow for that penalty decision? Mad, isn't it? We've not had any other goals elsewhere as well. Just talking of the other games at half-time. Charlton 0, Watford 0, Coventry 0, Coventry 0, Hull 0, Southampton 0, Wrexham 1, Peterborough 0, Luton 0, Reading 0, Huddersfield 0. And then there have been goals in the League 2 games. Notts County 0, Salford 1, Tranmere 2, Shrewsbury 0 at Prenton Park. Kevin C, do you have an FPL league? I do, mate. Yes, if you click the description on my video now, what you're watching on YouTube, if you click the description, you can enter my FPL league. We're doing prizes throughout the season. So if you want to join the Premier League Dad FPL league, enter your team. We'll be doing different prizes throughout the season. So yeah, get involved. Go and get your team in there, and it'd be good to have you in there. Did you watch Chelsea Leverkusen yesterday? No, I don't. We're not watching friendlies anymore on this channel, mate. Absolutely not. Friendlies are done. The season's started, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, I won't be watching any friendlies. Three-star Reds, how are we looking for entries for FPL, Key? I don't know, actually. I've kind of just put it on the description of every video, and we've mentioned it in most lives, I would say. But I don't know how many we've actually got in there. Let me have a look and I'll see how many have we actually got in the league at this moment. We've got a few, but not that many. I would have expected maybe a touch more. We've got maybe a couple of dozen. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I was expecting more. So yeah, listen, if you want to go and join the FPL Premier League Dad FPL League, then you need to get over to YouTube, and you only need to go and put the link in. Yeah. Click the description. Mike J24, thoughts on the Isak news today? What Isak news today? There is no Isak news today. Rubes, how's it going? My gay. Yeah, there is no Isak news today. None whatsoever. And thank you for the gift, Rubes. Appreciate it as always, man. Newcastle saying he's not for sale. Newcastle haven't said he's not for sale. Newcastle haven't said he's not for sale. Luke Edwards at the Telegraph has said he's not for sale. And Luke Edwards at the Telegraph has been saying that since June. He's also got everything wrong this summer. Everything wrong this summer. And I mean everything. TalkSport. Yeah, TalkSport report on other... TalkSport don't even have their own reporters. They just report... They're an aggregator. They effectively just say what everyone else says. They have reported what Luke Edwards at the Telegraph has said. It's Luke Edwards at the Telegraph, his story. And Luke Edwards this summer is known for the fact that he said Newcastle are still interested in James Trafford and that deal is definitely not dead in the water. They are 100% pushing for him and there are negotiations ongoing with the player and the club. 10 minutes after that, literally 10 minutes after that, Fabrizio Romano tweeted, "Here we go, James Trafford has joined Manchester City, the deal is completed." The guy is... Oh, he's... I won't go as far as fraud. I would never say that. But he's having a bad summer. He's having a bad summer. That word has been thrown around an awful lot, and I wouldn't say that. But he's definitely having a bad summer in terms of shouts not maybe bearing fruit. So he's having a bad summer for sure. Rubes, when are you changing the shirts over? I have changed a lot of the shirts over. The only one I've not is the PSG and the Liverpool one, really, because that's the ones I really like. CFC Hals, hello mate, how's it going? Good to see you. Metal Enjoyer, Sunderland to stay up. Yes, I think Sunderland are best placed to stay up. They're best placed of the promoted teams to stay up. Spudgun Rich, are you doing a watch along for the Charity Shield tomorrow? I'm enjoying your company. I certainly am, Rich, yes. If you go on my YouTube channel, if you search Premier League Dad, or if you just click my channel name, it will take you to all the games that I am live for, and you can see my schedule at the very top. So yes, we're doing Liverpool against Palace tomorrow, and on Monday we're doing a bit of Portuguese league action. Porto against Vitória Guimarães. So if you fancy a bit of European football, then... yeah, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Rubes, are you getting a Brighton shirt? No, I won't be getting a Brighton shirt. Although I do like Brighton a lot. Mike, do you rate Donnarumma for a Prem team? Most Premier League teams play out from the back. They want a goalkeeper who's good with his feet. And that is why PSG are trying to move Donnarumma on. He's 26 years of age. He's just won the treble with PSG. You've got to question why they have been so desperate. Luis Enrique has been so desperate to get him out of the out of PSG for 2 years now. They've tried to move him on, and it's because he's no good with the ball at his feet. Most teams, most progressive teams, want their goalkeeper stood kind of almost outside the box when they're in possession, and then the two centre-backs split, playing almost as full-backs, and then the full-backs high on the halfway line, with the two wingers then tucked in as forwards. That's how most progressive managers seem to want to play. If you've got a goalkeeper like Donnarumma, you can't do that, because when the ball goes back to him, he's very, very easily pressed, and he's not particularly quick or accurate with the ball at his feet. And I think that's a problem that Luis Enrique has wanted to resolve. So here we go. We're off for the second half here. Southampton getting us back underway at St Mary's. Can they get something from this game? Leon, how's it going? Good to see you. KMC, I have joined the FPL, here to take over, not to take part. Yes! Love it, KMC. Mike, I get that, but he's one of the best shot stoppers. He is. No, he is a good shot stopper. There's no doubt about that. And, you know, you might argue, if you're from the Roy Keane school of management and Roy Keane school of football thinking, then, you know, that's your job. You're a goalkeeper, that's your job. Keep it out the net. But the modern goalkeeper, a little bit more is expected of them, isn't it? It's expected that he's able to take the ball to feet and almost play like an outfield player. An extra body when in possession. And, yeah, Donnarumma's not brilliant at that. Ball over the top, Wrexham, offside. Southampton, big chance. Must be. Good shot. Oh, and there's a claim for a handball. There's a claim for a handball. What's he given? What's he given? Shea Charles bursting into the box there. Oh, no. How's he not give that? That's so... I'm sorry, I think that's got to be a handball. There's a shot which is goal bound and the player's got his hand well out there. I think that has to be a handball. If you're giving the handball for Lyndon Dykes yesterday, consistency would say that one has to be as well. Southampton are really pushing forward. They've made a fast start here. Leon, are you doing any more games today? I am, mate, yes. If you go and check the schedule, you'll see there's another 2. Ball whipped over to the far side. Headed back in. Chance for Southampton. Armstrong just wide. Oh, it's getting tight now for Wrexham already in this opening few minutes. They're having to defend very, very deep. Southampton have already had a couple of big chances. Mike, I would take Donnarumma at Chelsea for 30 mil, but at the same time, ball at his feet, as you said. There's no way he goes to Chelsea. No way. Enzo Maresca's probably one of the biggest components of that. Like he needs a goalkeeper that can do that. Sanchez is actually not terrible at it. Sanchez is just a little bit of a he's a little bit of a flapper, is Robert Sanchez, when it comes to actually the shot stopping side of things. And that's kind of the problem with Onana at United. Onana can do the stuff with his feet a little bit. He's not bad with the ball at his feet, Onana, at times. But yeah, again, shot stopping, concentration, that's an issue. For someone like Arne Slot, for example, it's less important. Liverpool haven't needed that. Alisson can do it, but he's not. Alisson and Mamardashvili aren't necessarily, ball playing goalkeepers. But yeah, it's important for Arsenal. It's important for Chelsea. It's important for United. It's important for City. But it isn't important for Liverpool, and it isn't really important for Spurs. Vicario doesn't really do it. And that's also why Spurs went and got, who's the other young lad? Kinski. Kinski's another good shot stopper, good command of his centre, good command of his box anyway. Mike, which goalkeeper do you get if you're Chelsea? Yeah, well, I would have looked at Chevalier. I'm surprised they didn't go for Chevalier at Lille before PSG did, but I mean, obviously, he's gonna favour the move to PSG. All French players in Liga and generally do. It's a bit like Bayern, isn't it? Bayern tend to sweep up the German players in the Bundesliga, and it's a little bit like that in Liga. We've got a player down here in the box. Is he okay? I don't know if that's a serious one. Might be a knee injury. It's looking bad. Chelsea don't want to spend that sort of money on a goalkeeper. Well, you would after, what was his name? Mike Maignan, wouldn't you? Mike Maignan at AC Milan. That wouldn't have been a terrible move. There's not. I'm trying to think. Petrovic, you obviously let go to Bournemouth. He obviously wasn't right. The standout one really that would be amazing for any of those top sides, but I think I'd be surprised if he doesn't end up at City, is well, obviously no, City have just signed Trafford, so that's a stupid thing, Kieran. Not them at all. Diogo Costa from Porto. Very, very good keeper. Still young enough that you could maybe get 10 years out of him. Just won the Nations League with Portugal. He is the Portuguese #1. Champions League experience. Yeah, good, solid, reliable goalkeeper. He would have been the one I would have looked at for Chelsea. And then after that, you're getting into the young, the young up and coming ones like Lammers. We did a scouting mission watching Senna Lammers in the Antwerp game against Union Saint-Gilloise a couple of weeks ago. And Senna Lammers is basically like a Courtois regen as far as I'm concerned. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. I was amazed that a team hasn't gone and take a chance on him, because I think they only want about 15 million quid. It's nothing. It's worth the chance just to go and get him. So yeah, Senna Lammers at Antwerp would be one of the ones I would look at, and Diogo Costa's the big expensive one. Jack Shaw, I'm looking forward to the Prem next week. Me too, mate, absolutely. Creme de la FM, are you watching Wrexham? I am indeed, sir. Creme de la FM of Moodysshire, as I live and breathe. Ball whipped in, again cleared away by Wrexham. Come on, Southampton, I desperately need a goal in this one. Gav's highlights, we need a goalkeeper because Sanchez is third. I would have even took Ramsdale last season, that's how desperate I was. Yeah, look, you do definitely need more in goal. I think you need a goalkeeper and you need a centre-back. If Chelsea are going to compete, like, I think United need a goalkeeper and they need a centre-mid if they're going to try and make top 4. I don't think they make top 4 with that, but if they need that to even be in the question of it. Chelsea, again, I don't think they would win the league with a centre-back and a goalkeeper. But for them to even be in the conversation, they need a centre-back and a goalkeeper. Kiefer Moore's gone off. Sam Smith brought on for Wrexham. That's the first change there. But there are a lot of good young goalkeepers across Europe. Make no mistake, there's a lot of very good young goalkeepers. Good ball in, chance, headed straight at Danny Ward, who sends it straight up the pitch. Creme de la FM, I want Wrexham, go up again, mate. They're not going up. No chance. No chance. Gav's highlights, yeah, definitely the centre-back now after the Colwill injury. Colwill out for... Apparently the rumours are it's like they're expecting him back like February, March time at best, which is... That's devastating, isn't it? 4 to 5 months out, as in, 5 or 6 months out it would be, as a bare minimum. Plus the recovery as well. It obviously takes time to get back to playing and fitness and all that stuff once he's actually able to get back on grass. Josh, what's the score? It is Southampton 0, Wrexham 1. Will still not looking very happy at all. 90% possession, 10% to Wrexham in the second half. Successful passes in the second half. 62 for Southampton, just 4 for Wrexham. 4 successful passes Wrexham have had. since this second half kicks off. Then they're in here. Chance for him. Great tackle. That's going to be a corner. Wonderful tackle from Jack Stevens. It's going to be a corner to Wrexham, who just about spring the offside trap. And I think he was onside as well, actually. Gav's highlight, same thing with James Maddison. James Maddison's had that injury before, though, hasn't he? That's the real worry with James Maddison. He's done that same knee now multiple times. I feel really sorry for James Maddison because I think he's a wonderful player. Seems like a nice enough guy as well, and just, I don't know. Sad, very sad. Talented player, and I think he would have had a very good chance of being at least in the England squad or around the England squad for the World Cup. And I can't imagine how devastating that must be for him because, again, looking at the age of him and everything, that's probably the last chance he's going to get of going to a World Cup. So, yeah, all he can do is focus on getting himself back fit and maybe trying to get some games in this season and see what happens. Notts County 0, Salford 2. Joe says, looking like T.O. Here we go. Could be very soon. Yeah, good. Newcastle definitely needing a centre-back. Apparently Liverpool have moved on from Mark Gay. Apparently we're after the young lad from Parma, Giovanni Leone. Again, shades of Cannavaro coming out of Parma. Gav's highlights, Maddison is out longer. Southampton are in down the left-hand side. Shot, claim for a penalty again. It's gone out for a goal kick. Armstrong, not what he was hoping to do with that there, I think. Joe, finally some relieving and happy news for Newcastle fans. It's been a torrid summer for you lads, hasn't it? Joe, one of Milan's better centre-backs. To be honest, I just think he's a player that fits the Premier League and it's kind of less important whether or not he's a star where he is, because you could pick him up and go and get, he could become a star at Newcastle. But he's a talented player, yeah, for sure. Josh, thoughts on the Luke Edwards Telegraph post about Newcastle blocking any move for Isak? It's false, mate. It's patently false. It's absolutely false. Eddie Howe himself said it yesterday. Eddie Howe himself has already said that there is no way they could keep Isak if he decides he doesn't want to be here. He said that's not possible. I don't think that's an option for us. So they put a contract offer in front of Isak. He's rejected it. Peter Brunel, Luton 1. There you go. That's a good scoreline for the Hatters, that one. Joe, Allegri wants to keep him as well. Shows that he really wants the move. Yeah, I think that's a big thing for Newcastle after this summer, isn't it? Is that you're getting players in who actually want to be there, really, really want to be at the club. That's good. Gav, I'm surprised by that. I think Mark Gay would be perfect for you. We have a buyback clause on Mark Gay as well. We should go back and get him. I think what it is, Gav, is he's only got a year left on his contract, obviously, at Palace. Palace have made it very clear that they will not sell him on the cheap. That they want big money for him. They want like 50 million quid. And for a centre-back with a year left on his contract, just isn't happening. So Liverpool have, I think, queued up Mark Gay to say, look, we'll pay for you this summer, but only if Palace drop the price to 20 million or whatever, 20, 25 million. We're not paying anywhere close to 50 for you. If indeed it turns out that Palace hold firm on that number, he'll stay there for another year. He'll still be in the England World Cup squad, won't he? Because he'll play every week at Palace. He's fine with staying for a year, it seems like. And then he'll leave on a free next summer. And I reckon Mark Gay is, quietly, I think Mark Gay is saying to Palace, listen, it's fine. If you don't want the money, don't accept it. Keep me here. I'm fine. I'll go next summer and I'll rake it in. Because the contract offer I get now from Liverpool is a lot smaller than it is if I get a contract offer in a year's time after a World Cup move. after a World Cup and everything. So I think Liverpool might queue him up for next summer. Spud Gun Rich, any LFC fan here know if Van Dijk is fit for tomorrow? Yes, he is. He only missed the games against Bilbao due to illness, mate. It was apparently he had a bit of flu, so he's fine. There's no like muscle problem or actual injury. It's just he was feeling a bit under the weather. So yeah, Van Dijk is back in tomorrow and he will captain Liverpool. Zushi, Liverpool sell Nunes but keep Jones is criminal. Curtis Jones is brilliant. I don't know why Curtis Jones gets such a bad rep. He's fantastic. He's one of the best midfielders we've got. I mean, he's. I don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have him starting week in, week out, but certainly nowhere near selling him. He's a local lad as well. Why would you want to sell Curtis Jones? What a mad statement that is. What a mad statement that is. Curtis Jones is one of the last players you'd sell at Liverpool. I don't know why you would want to sell him. I don't know why you'd want to sell him. Why would you want to sell him? Local lad, playing for England now, scored for England on his debut. He'll be in the World Cup squad. Guaranteed he'll be in the World Cup squad. Tuchel well, listen, Tuchel knows. Tuchel will pick him. Klopp picked him regularly. Arne Slot still picks him quite regularly. So, you obviously know better, eh, mate? Gav's highlights, who you selling Darwin to? Napoli? No, Darwin's gone, mate. Darwin's sold. He's gone. He's gone to Al Hilal. We've agreed the deal and everything. He's had his medical. He's I think he's in Saudi right now, funnily enough. Notts County 0, Salford 2 it was, by the way. Mai with the goal. That's the first time I've heard that, really. A Liverpool fan saying sell Curtis Jones. He played 47 times, 46, 47 times last season for an Arne Slot side that won the league. Absolutely pissed it. But apparently he's dreadful. Weird. I don't know why. Why would you want to sell a local lad, 24 years of age, just started playing for England, scored for England, playing regularly under Slot and Klopp, and obviously Thomas Tuchel, another European Cup winning manager. All of them seem to like Curtis Jones. Certainly, I'm not saying he's a starter. I'm not saying he's like someone who plays every single week. You don't sell him though. That's absolute madness. You need Curtis Jones to win league titles, to win Premier Leagues. It's amazing some people want to sell him. Joe, good Champions League experience as well for Thiago, which we lacked last time. Yeah, that's true enough. Sushi, mate, it's not that big a deal. McAllister, Sobbo, Elliott. Jones is better than Elliott. And I like Harvey Elliott. But Elliott's not even the same. To be fair, I shouldn't even really compare him because Elliott is a wide right. Elliott is like an alternative to Salah. Elliott's not a centre mid. Elliott's like Cole Palmer. He's a wide right that drifts in. He's not a central midfielder like Curtis Jones. If anything, Curtis can play as a 6. He can play as an 8. He's a lot like Gini Wijnaldum, Curtis. But keeps the ball a bit better. Edward says Jones is dog breath. Haven't seen a worse midfielder than him in years. Well, there you go. That confirms it. Christ, Edward's saying he's shite. He must be brilliant. Bulldozer Jones got better under Slot. What madman flogs him? Well, exactly. There you go. Gav's highlights, is that the Ronaldo team he's joining? No, that is Al Nassr. Is the Ronaldo team. Al Hilal is the Mitrovic, Milinkovic, Savic team that beat Manchester City and various others. 3-star Reds would not mind seeing Hernandez at Forest. Which Hernandez? Hernandez? As in Theo Hernandez? Or Javier Hernandez? Chicharito? Spudgun Rich says, bugger, I'm a Palace fan. Well, listen, Palace are still a wonderful team, and I just think they're kind of in a position now with Mark Gay that you can have him, you can sell him and get 20-25 million for him this summer, or you lose him for nothing next year when he's 25, having just played for England in the World Cup, and that would sting, wouldn't it? That would really sting. You'd look at that and think, oh, we should have kept him, or we should have got some money for him. And that's why I think in the end what happens is maybe Liverpool hang on, and then right at the end of the window, Palace sell him. Probably for 25-30 million quid or something like that. Just to get him out of the club, just to get some money in, I imagine. Zusi, Jones better than Sobbo? Who said Jones is better than Sobbo? Who said Jones is true? I don't think anyone said Jones is better than Sobbo, have they? 3-star red, Southampton's Hernandez. Southampton haven't got a Hernandez. You know about Fernandes, the midfielder? Matthias Fernandes is brilliant. Yeah, I think if we're on about him, I agree. Matthias Fernandes is fantastic. Chance for Southampton. Oh, unlucky. Good save. Edward here. How does that mean he's brilliant if I'm saying it? Told you we wouldn't get ease at this window. We're not, because Newcastle have blocked it. Edward, you're talking nonsense, mate. No, they've not blocked it. Oh. Joe, 25 million for Gay is a bargain. It's a bargain for him with a year left on his contract. Yeah. You would hope Liverpool start doing more bargains like that, because we're getting ripped off with Trent leaving on a 10 million quid, and then probably Canate might do the same. Shot from distance, good save. Gav's highlights, if Palace get back into the Europa League, I think Mark Gay might stay till next season maybe. Well, they're in the Conference League as a minimum, so he's in Europe. He'll be playing in Europe no matter what, Palace. Spudgun Rich, I meant Van Dijk being fit. Yeah, Van Dijk is fit. Oh, sorry, yeah. I now know exactly what you meant, sorry. Yes, Van Dijk is fit. In fact, I think the only player that we're missing... Who's the only player? I don't think we're missing anyone, really. Everyone's fit to play, fit to start. Yeah. Joe, if he's causing so much trouble and Howe doesn't want him anymore, there's no way we're keeping him. It's not even necessarily that there's no way you're keeping him. It's why would you want to keep him? It doesn't make any sense to keep him. Like, I just feel like if you've ever... I would say if you've ever worked where you've got to manage a team of people before... If you've ever managed a team of people doing anything, even if it's managing a sports team, even if it's work, you're a manager. If you manage a group of people and you've got one person who does not want to be there, and you start giving that person preferential treatment over people who really are working and do want to be there, it just destroys morale. It absolutely destroys it, decimates it. There's no... Eddie Howe's smarter than that. It's management 101. There's no way at all Eddie Howe is picking Alexander Isak over Johan Wissa or even young Will Asula. I know a lot of Newcastle fans aren't mad on Will Asula, but I'll tell you something. If he's busting a gut in training and he's working hard and he really wants to be in the team and he's doing everything he possibly can, and you pick Alexander Isak over him, what sort of message are you sending out? What sort of message are you sending out to the rest of that team? There's no way Alexander Isak kicks a ball again for Newcastle. No chance. Absolutely none. Zero. And for that reason, His price right now, his price is as high as it's ever going to be again at Newcastle. It's never going to be this high. It's lower than they wanted, of course. They wanted 150. Now it's like maybe 120, maybe 130. It's only dropping from here. It's only dropping. Next summer, it's even lower. It's gone. There's absolutely no way at all he stays. It's madness to think otherwise. Absolutely madness. 3-star Reds, he's the one, Key. It's the old days at my age. You're not that good. Will says Liverpool win the league. I hope so. Look, I'm a Liverpool fan. I hope we win the league, but I think City have got every chance. There's a lot of change at Liverpool. A lot of change. Gav's highlights. So what do you think Liverpool's strongest 11 would be? For tomorrow, you're saying? Or just like in the season? I would say tomorrow, for the Community Shield, it's going to be Mamadashvili, because Alisson's still not back. If Alisson's back, obviously it's Alisson, but I think it's Mamadashvili. Then it'll be Frimpong right. It'll be Van Dijk and Kanate through the middle. It'll be Kirkes left. Midfield 3, McAllister, Gravenberch, Wirtz, or McAllister, Szoboszlai, Wirtz. He might play Wirtz off the left and try and get Sobers. I don't want to drop Szoboszlai, but I can't drop McAllister or Gravenberch either. So I don't know what he does, actually. I don't know what he does with that midfield 3, midfield 4. He might have to try and find a way to get Salah, Ekatike. Salah and Ekatike are definitely up there, but it's the question of whether he plays Gakpo or Wirtz wide left. It's whether Gakpo or Szoboszlai's in the 11. They're the only two who could drop out. In the season, if Isak comes in, which, to be honest, I think Liverpool will get 2 more attackers. Probably an Isak and then a young player like a Fofana or someone like that. And then a centre-back like a Mark Gay or something like that. Mr. C, alright Key, apparently the Friedkin group have made Castor make a 4th kit using their design for Everton. Have they? Can't see that. I'd be amazed if that's true. But let's have a look. Castor 4th kit, Everton. Everton to release a 25-26 4th kit designed by the Friedkin group. Oh my god, you're right. What's it going to look like? It's going to be yellow. It's going to be a lovely mustardy colour. Oh well, hey, there you go. Interesting. A 4th kit. Michael, I'm only here because the game's gone boring to watch. Oh, that's charming. Edward, for that reason, okay, please stop your talking as if you know he's already signed when he's not. Alright, Edward, you're just waffling. Ori, hi Key, how's it going, Mr. C? I don't know what to think about it. Listen, it's more revenue, isn't it, ultimately? It's more revenue. As far as Everton are concerned, they need as much revenue coming through the door and, you know, better commerce and all that sort of thing. It's only a good thing. Let's hope they're not influencing other things other than just the kit, though. Ball's floated over to the far side. Wrexham flick on. And Southampton get it away. Into the last 15 minutes here. We desperately need a goal. There's still not been an awful lot of goals anywhere else in the Championship. Charlton 0, Watford 0, Coventry 0, Hull 0. And obviously the only 1 goal in the Championship so far is here at St Mary's, where Wrexham have gone 1-0 up. 3-star Reds, they cannot win in the other 3 kits, Key, never mind a 4th kit. Michael, are you going live for any 3 o'clock games? I am indeed, sir, yes. Ori, you're a Leeds fan. How do you fancy Leeds get on this season? Mr. C, I'm wondering more what will happen if we manage to get Dibbling and Grealish. Well, again, allegedly, Wrexham are in. This could be 2-0. Wrexham are in behind. There's a claim for a penalty again. You're not getting that one. No chance. Yeah, allegedly, you've already got Grealish and Dibbling. Apparently, it's all done, that one. It's all done and dusted. Tranmere 3, Shrewsbury 0. Gav's highlights, Liverpool should buy Jackson, a world champion as well. Oh my God. Nicholas Jackson. Spud Gunrich, big day for us tomorrow, but are LFC fans in general bothered about picking up your Community Shield? Yeah, I would say so. Of course we are. It starts the season off well. Community Shield, it's more silverware. You know, some of the players who we've brought in, they've never had any silverware. Kirkes and Frimpong's obviously done very well at Leverkusen, but you know, the likes of Mamadashvili, the likes of Kirkes, the likes of Ekatike, they've not had a huge amount of exposure to winning silverware, and it's, you know, it's part of building a new team, isn't it? Is getting those. A lot of managers will tell you the first trophy that you win, often that League Cup. Jose Mourinho did it, didn't he? Jose Mourinho, that's a claim for a penalty again, ref. You've got to give it, and he's give it surely. Has he give it? Oh my God, this referee. How's he not give that? That's minging. He's got to give that. Ball gets floated over to the far post. Oh, he's all over him like a cheap suit. He's tugging his shirt back. That's got to be a penalty. He'd have got to that as well. He'd have got to that. That's really, really poor from the referee. Really poor. If there was VAR in this game, I think we'd have probably had another penalty there. Wrexham, very, very lucky. Very lucky. Michael, how did that Wrexham player not get booked for diving is beyond me. Well, you'll see. You'll see here now. This, if you've just watched that one back, I don't know how the referee doesn't give that penalty. No idea. Ryan, how much do you think PSG beat Spurs on Wednesday? I think you'll be surprised, you know. You'll be surprised. Spurs are not, you know, they're not going to roll over and have the belly tickled. I think Thomas Frank will have them well prepared for that one. Reading 0, Huddersfield 1. That's a big goal at the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Once the Medeski, now the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Michael, that's a pen and a red in Prem games. I agree. That's it. Yeah, if that was a VAR, if there was VAR on that one, that would have been a Prem red card and a penalty for sure, because there was no intent to play the ball there. Mr. C says Leeds will stay up. They are good enough. Yeah, I was going to say, Mr. C. There's a fella on X who tweets. He's basically a bit like the Bobble, you know, like the Bobble off. He's like the main Everton in the know, isn't he? The Bobble, but there's quite a few others who are on the circuit who seem to know their way around Everton transfers, and they tweet things occasionally. And this guy tweeted this morning basically saying that Dibbling and Grealish are all but agreed effectively. So, good news for Blues. Three-star Reds, I just hope Liverpool go easy on Palace, Key, for at least for the first 45 by just keeping the score at 5. Oh, I don't think it'll be like that. I think Palace will give us a good game. Gav's highlights, everyone said we would get smashed up by PSG, and we destroyed them. In fairness, PSG also lost to Botafogo in that tournament, so I don't think PSG were terrific full stop in that tournament. Last 10 minutes here. Last 10 minutes at St Mary's. Huge 10 minutes for Southampton. Quasi trying to generate the crowd, trying to whip the crowd up, spur the troops into action. Emiliano, good to see you, mate. Guten Tag. Mr. C, definitely Dewsbury Hall and Barry are starting in our friendly today. Well, Tierno Barry needs to lay down a marker. He's nearly £30 million worth of centre forward. How is he not starting games? How is Beto still your best centre forward? Baffling. I think Moyes will have been disappointed that he's felt unable to start him. Because Beto's been terrible. And Moyes has actually criticised He's actually criticised him, hasn't he, this season in the pre-season games. He said Beto's not been good enough. And yet he's continued to start him over Barry. So, I mean, what does that tell you about Tierno Barry? If I'm Tierno Barry, I'm feeling quite despondent, a bit dejected about that, to be honest. Damien, Huddersfield goal. Yep, Huddersfield 1-0 up against Reading. 3-star Reds. I agree. I think the game will be tight with the main action in the second half. Can't see extra time, though. Many of them Community Shield games do end up going to extra time. Well, it's penalties, isn't it? They don't have extra time, do they, in Community Shield? As far as I'm aware. I'm sure it just goes straight to penalties. Ball whipped in. Southampton chance. It's gone out on the far side. Recycled by Fraser. Whipped back into the box. Bit too heavy and Danny Ward catches it. Mr. C says, I think Dewsbury Hall is going to be a hit for us this season. I'm not quite sure where Dewsbury Hall plays. Where does he actually fit in for Everton? Because his best football has been playing out wide left for Leicester. That's where he's made his name, is playing wide left for Leicester. And that's where Iliman and Dye plays for Everton. So he isn't going to play wide left. He's sometimes played in the number 10, but you've just signed Charlie Alcaraz there. Maybe he plays over Charlie Alcaraz. I guess he could play wide right, but I think Dwight McNeil's probably better than him, if anything. So I don't really know where Dewsbury Hall plays. But he's a decent player. He'll have a decent season. Barry, Mr. C will do something. Oh, sorry, Mr. C, Barry will do something. I'm wondering if he's trying to get them roared up ready. Yes, it might be mind games from David Moyes, mightn't it? It might be a little bit of a, I just wonder whether or not he's trying to fire him up. And yeah, maybe you're right. Michael, didn't Danny Ward used to play for Palace? Nope, that was Stephen Ward, and he was a defender. Danny Ward is a goalkeeper who used to play for Leicester and Liverpool and various others. Right, we're in the last 6 minutes of normal time, plus time added on. Liberato Casas going off for James McLean. Bit of experience coming on for Wrexham in the last 10 minutes here. Again, if you're sticking with us for the 3 o'clock kickoff, West Brom against Blackburn Rovers, that's a 3 o'clock. If you're sticking with us for it, make sure you've clicked follow, make sure you've liked and subscribed. I'm going to be live every single day. We've got 3 games today that we're watching. First one's this one. Then we've got the West Brom against Blackburn game at 3, and then the 5:30, which is the repeat of last year's playoff semi-final, Sheffield United against Bristol City. If you're joining us for that, then I will see you then. Peterborough 0, Luton 2. That's a big goal. Posh have not had the start to the season they were hoping for. Got beat last week against Cardiff. Now 2-0 down against Luton. Not a good start for Darren Ferguson and his men there. Long throw into the box here. Near post, Ward comes out, claims it very well and takes all the pressure off his defence. Really smart play from the goalkeeper, who's had a lot of criticism again. Liam, thank you for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. I'm so close to 6,000 subs on YouTube. I'm trying to hit 6,000. Joel Ward it was, Spud Gunrich, you're right. Joel Ward, not Stephen Ward. Joel Ward, sorry. There was a Stephen Ward as well, though. I think Stephen Ward played for Wolves, didn't he? Stephen Ward. I think he scored the winner for Wolves at Anfield. Yes, he did. Stephen Ward scored the winner for Wolves at Anfield. And he played for Wolves, Burnley, Stoke, Ipswich, Brighton. He played for a few. Oh, Southampton are dreadful. Who said these were going to win the league? They're shocking. Absolutely shocking, these. Liam, no worries, pal. Who do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, Liam. But don't hold that against me. We watch everyone on this channel. Watch absolutely everyone. We will be watching Liverpool tomorrow against Palace in the Community Shield final. But I'm watching 3 Championship games today. And Monday we're watching Porto against Vitória. Guimarães in the Liga Portugal. Just football every single day. Wrexham are in. Must be 2. Must be 2. Oh, what a save. Big chance that. Great save from Gavin Bazunu. He's kept Southampton in it there. That was shocking play at the back from Southampton. They just give it away. Oh, and he runs through on goal. That's a hell of a save from Bazunu. Really big touch, that one. Because that could have been anything. Quasi, you know, Quasi's probably put him in the trouble, to be honest. But it was a really smart piece of play. And I think it was Hardy who was clean through on goal. Hello, I'm an Arsenal fan from Korea. Nice, good to see you. How are you doing? Watching your real time from afar. Yes, good to see you. What can we call you? How can I refer to you? I don't know how to pronounce that. What's your name? Kevin, how long have you been doing YouTube, mate? 6 months. I'm shocking at it. I quit my job to do this, Kevin, believe it or not. I quit my job to do this. Long story. I have told people on the channel before, but basically I quit my job. I was working as a sales director in Liverpool, and I decided I would start a job that I actually wanted to do. Even if it meant earning nothing at all, really. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my dream job, and I'm trying to make it work. Maybe I'll fail spectacularly. Stay with me, follow, subscribe, maybe do a hate watch if you want me to fail. But I am. I quit my job to do this, and if the channel is dead at Christmas, then you know what's happened. I've gone and got a job again. I'm back. I'm working at, I don't know, anywhere that's taking on. I'll probably be phoning Domino's up, see if they got any drivers. Not that there's anything wrong with that, by the way, but I'll just have to go and get a job again. If we're not smashing it by Christmas, then we'll see. Bulldozer KDH will probably be an 8. An 8 though, like alongside who? Alongside Gay? Do you reckon they end up playing him? I don't know, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Southampton have got a free kick here. They're in the last 6. What a goal! Oh, get in there! What a goal! It's 1-1. Get in there! Yes! What a strike! What a strike that is! Oh, that is an absolute screamer. Manning! Oh, Manning! James Ward-Prowse, eat your heart out. What a strike. Left-footed, free kick. It was about 40 yards out. He's got no business scoring from there. No business at all. Ryan Manning, 91st minute. Oh, my goodness me. That's a screamer. That's at least 35 yards. The whip on it. The keeper's no chance. Danny Ward gets absolutely nowhere near it. And it's a screamer. Get in there, Southampton. Southampton 1, Wrexham 1. Rubes, let me help you grow the channel. Mate, I'll take all the help I can get. You know that. Oh, James McLean. He's leaving one on players here. He's known for being a bit of a naughty one, James McLean. Naughty. Oh, my goodness me. Liam Manning, nice one. I'm a Leeds fan. Just watch football, to be honest. I'm the same. That's why I thought, what would be your dream job if you could, Key? What would be your dream job? Yeah, I'd be watching football and talking shite about it for a living. If I could make a little bit of that, not like a fortune, just a little bit, just like a little pittance. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. Cyclops, what's popping? Good to see you, man. Jack Clark had a bad game last night. Should have stopped at Sunderland. Liam Manning, do you think Liverpool will win the league again? I hope so. I hope so as a Liverpool fan, but who knows? Southampton have got another chance here to whip the ball in. Could they pinch it at the end here? Oh, I don't know. Matt Hammerlink, good on you, mate. Follow your dreams. I'm trying, absolutely. That's the plan. Again, it could all go horribly wrong. If you want to see if the channel's still here at maybe January time, then something's going quite well. If it's not, and I've disappeared off the face of the earth, I've deleted the channel, then I'm back working in a warehouse again. Which again, nothing wrong with. I worked in a warehouse many moons ago, but yeah, we'll see. Rob says Uber Eats would suit you. Is that you trying to say I'm a fat bastard? It wasn't a very smart way of saying it. Hey, and I'll let you know, I keep telling people I'm not going to shut up about it. I've lost 6 stone doing this job. Sat on my arse watching football. 6 stone! You wouldn't think it, because I'm still a fat bugger. But I've lost 6 stone. And my mind. D28, what a way to score your first goal for the club. Liam Manning says McLean is a right Noel Hunt. Let's see where you're going with that one. Gavs highlights it would have been a good story if Wrexham beat Southampton. Southampton are pushing forward again. 3-star Reds, Gary Lineker has earned a living talking shite, Key, and you're far more talented than him. Well, I've got my ears. My ears aren't as... I've not got the jug ears. I've not got the old sort of... But I'll tell you, I understand where you're coming from. Wrexham pushing forward. And it's gone out on the far side. 6 minutes I've added on time here. 6 added minutes. Southampton pushing forward down the left-hand side. Trying to win it now. They've got back to 1-1. Floated over to the far side. It's going to go out for a corner to Southampton. Oh, the captain, James McLean. He's given away a couple of corners cheap there. This is a big chance. The roof will come off St Mary's if Southampton can manage to pinch this here. If Southampton manage to get a result here now, this is astonishing. So cruel on Wrexham, but so good for Southampton. Corner whipped in, left-footed from the right-hand side. Curls in, header. Just wide of the far post. And again, it was it Manning? Or was it Stevens? Oh, it bounced off Fraser. Oh, so unlucky. Just wide. It's gone out for a goal kick. Bulldozer, Aldi and Clock are always taking on. Yeah, hey, listen. Staff discount. Notts County 1, Salford 2. That one's finished now. That one's all done and dusted. There's, I think... Yeah, Charlton 0, Watford 0. Coventry 0, Hull 0. Peterborough 0, Luton 2. Reading 0, Huddersfield 1. County 1, Salford 2. Tranmere 4, Shrewsbury 0. So that's been your opening early kickoffs in the Football League. But I said 1-1. I called it. Everyone who said Key gives bad tips, Key gives bad predictions. What score did I say for this game? 1-1. Thank you very much. I said there'd be something in it. I won't remind you when I get them wrong, but I've got to remind you when I get them right. Chance for Southampton. Must be. How's he missed it? It's in. It's 2-1. They've done it. Oh, they've done it. It's Stevens at the far post. Oh, get in there. I'm not even a Southampton fan. Oh, they've done it at the end. It's absolutely... It's scenes. It's scenes at St Mary's. Oh, those Wrexham players are on the floor. It's fallen to bits. Parkinson's not happy. It is Stevens at the back stick. There you go, the captain. Oh, Parkinson's angry. Wrexham fans are on the floor. The skipper, Jack Stevens, far post. Southampton 2, Wrexham 1. It was smashed over to the far side. The fullbacks had an absolute shocker. It was knocked across and Stevens is just there to tap it in at the far post. He's not offside. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Stevens off the bar as well. Off the bar and in. Easy peasy. Will Still giving it that on the touchline. Yes. You absolute ginger. Ginger god. Will Still. He's got red hair but we don't care. Willy Still. Kevin C, yes, kept my BTTS bet, go on. Both teams to score, Southampton win would have been a great shout today. And who was it? Who was bragging about 1-1 being the scoreline as well? I always do that. Just as I say, oh yeah, 1-1 the prediction. There's not going to be any more in this one. Bang, 2-1. Charlton 1-0. Charlton 1-0. They've scored against Watford. Reading 0, Huddersfield 2. We've got lots of late goals going in everywhere. There you go. It's all finished here at St Mary's. Will Still punches the air in celebration. Southampton 2, Wrexham 1. 2 late goals to win it for the Saints. Oh, bloody hell. Southampton 2, Wrexham 1. Coventry 0, Hull 0. That's still ongoing. Charlton 1. Watford 0. We're in the 101st minute at the Coventry City Stadium, or the Coventry Building Society Arena as it's known, sorry. Tranmere 4, Shrewsbury 0, that's finished. Notts County 1, Salford 2, that's finished. There's still just those few games remaining. Reading 0, Huddersfield 2, Peterborough 0, Luton 2, and Coventry 0, Hull 0. That one's finished as well. That's just blown up. So now the only game that's remaining is Charlton 1, Watford 0. And Charlton in the 95th minute, Harvey Nibbs has just scored to put Charlton 1-0 up. But here at St Mary's, oh my God, what an absolutely sensational finish. First, a free kick out of nowhere from Manning. A sensational goal. James Ward-Prowse would have been proud of it. Brilliant goal. And then... oh, get in. Jack Stevens, back stick, off the crossbar and in. Great goal. And Southampton are 2-1 up. Swifty says, we were crap, Notts County. KMC, wow, what a game. Rubes, Watford manager getting sacked in the morning. KMC, I was literally sat saying it's way too far out and the free kick flew in. That's what I was saying. I thought he was too far out as well, but... yeah, what do we know? Right, I've got half an hour, I'll be back in 15 minutes basically. I've got 15 minutes now to change around because we're going to be watching West Brom against Blackburn Rovers, right? So if you want to join me for the 3 o'clock kickoff, West Brom against Blackburn Rovers, we'll be talking more about this game. We'll be talking more about the rest of the Championship season, predictions. We'll be talking about all the other news in football, whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about Man United, we'll talk about Isak to Liverpool, we'll talk about Chelsea, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't mind. We'll talk football, right? So if you want to follow, give us a like and a follow. I'll be live again in about 15 minutes. I'm just going to go and have a brew and sort myself out. And I'll see you in 15 minutes or so.